Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, depending where you are. Hello, Bluntman, and hello, everybody else who is live. Yeah, we're going to be covering live co-streaming the Holy Knights event of the Panel from Hell. Where the hell's that music coming from?
Probably the website that you have open right now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because the only other... Oh, that's the second... That happened when I was in my meeting, too. Just some music started randomly playing and then just ended. That's very weird. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this off. And you can just see our nice little animated Triple S League logo. Now, why is my camera not working? So, yeah.
There's the link to the proper show, by the way.
As
22 minutes to go.
22 minutes to the show, and we are going to be... so you're saying that we're definitely going to be seeing the Paladins release today, or most likely the Paladins release today in patch 9, since it is, I mean, the title Holy Knights kind of gives it away that we're going to be seeing that. I'm hoping we see more of Minsk.
Yeah, we're going to see some of Minsk and some of the other characters. On the banner for the live show, on their webpage, they had, although I don't think it's here anymore. Oh, no, there it is. I just had to refresh the page. So they do have looks like we've got 2 more companions being teased. So I don't know what I don't know if we're going to be covering that today, if that's going to be showing up, or if it's just going to be, yeah, I'm not sure. It's a little tough to tell, because like it looks like they've got 2 banners.
How's this camera angle, everybody? We're liking this camera angle. Yeah. I probably don't want so much focus on my hairline, I'm guessing.
You might want to bend the camera down just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. At least, oh well. I'm glad I still have hair. My uncles were and grandfather were bald by the time they got to my age, so. Also, my furnace just turned on and my lights aren't on, so I'll be... You keep on talking, Saib. I'll be right back.
So I just checked up on the Steam page again for Baldur's Gate, and we do have a pre-patch basically like ready to go. And they do have a new update notice there as well. That's been there for a couple of days now. But it looks like I think we're probably gonna be getting this either today or tomorrow, by the looks of it. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. It's looking like that's going to be the case. Oh yeah, here we go. This just went up. Come on, refresh the page. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Oh my goodness. So yeah, okay, I can get to the live stream event starts. Panel from Hell, patch 9. Just went live on the Steam page, so that's there. That's going to be raring to go.
So the patch is already out.
What?
The patch is actually out and available for download.
No, their patch notification is like getting set up. So
okay.
So yeah, it's like on the back end kind of thing where it's like it's not out right now, but it looks like they're getting ready to launch it today. So just again, that's like the Steam back end stuff.
Gotcha.
And then the notification just went live for the panel on Steam as well as like everywhere else. So yeah, about 19 minutes now. So yeah, we've got they have on the official page here. They have a total of 6 characters on these big like drop panels coming down from the roof. And where on earth is that sound coming from? Again, it's one of these. I just love random commercials.
Got ghosts in the machine.
That just like they just pop up, and you're just like, why is this ad here? Why is it here? Why is it now? Like what? Like I was listening to Asmongold talk about Twitch's big problem with how some people can be streaming with embedded links and get thousands of more viewers than they actually have, and then they play ads and unmute so the thing is playing in the corner that you don't even see. Sometimes you're on a web page or something, you have no idea that you're currently logged in as a viewer watching this stream, and then they keep it muted on your system right up until there's an ad. Then they pop the mute off for the ad, plays the ad. You're like, where is this ad coming from? By the time you find it, the ad's over, and you've given this random person, some ad money. So Asmongold was calling this out this morning to a guy who was doing it, and his response was, well, other people are doing it, so I can do it. So, if I stop doing it, I just wouldn't make the money from that, and I'm trying to become a legit streamer. It's like, I don't know if you become a legit streamer by utilizing bad systems and formats and other things like that. That doesn't seem very healthy to me.
All right. This size was all wonky here, but okay. Now we can. There we go. Now it's fixed.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I see what you're saying. So we've got characters coming down on the banners here.
Yeah. So there's a total of 6. There's 4, out in front that we see that we know. Lizelle isn't there, which is kind of weird enough. So that's kind of weird. So is Lizelle in the background? Is she one of the ones that you can't see right now, or is those 2 characters in the back? Are they going to be like? What are they gonna be new characters that are announced today? Like, we don't know. So no idea about that, but still loving more or less the general direction here. I'm gonna switch over to this so I can chat here and people can see that is me.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Hello in the chat. All right, so Bluntman. Bloodman is hoping for fragments from the. I hope the fragments from the explosion of the computer did not hurt any of the save files for the games. Yes, yeah. Well, the saves are reset yet again. I was talking with a lot of people on the Discord about this announcement. This particular launch here for patch 9. I wouldn't recommend, if you are the type of person who you're waiting on trying to get into the game until it's full released. If that is one of you, if you are waiting for the full release and you are not like you have no intention of wanting to play through another beta phase of the game, don't rush to play this game. Check this stream out, because this is going to be a really good stream. We're going to get a lot of information here. We're going to get a lot more release content. They're going to have, I believe, an outline basically going from now until August when the game launches. So again, if you're not wanting to spoil yourself, if you're not wanting to pre-order, if you're not wanting to do any of those things, don't feel pressured to. The game is still, this is going to be still in its beta phase, obviously. There's going to be new class, a couple new things to experiment with, but they aren't going to be launching a ton of this brand new content that they have for the Act 1 part of the game. We know we're going to get a whole bunch of that, and that's going to be coming out probably sometime in the near future. Like in the sense of right before, I don't know if we're going to actually get to test that stuff when it comes out in August. So it's are we going to get that exactly then, or what? We don't know for sure. So this is not necessarily the best time to jump into the game if you're not wanting to play through that kind of stuff. But if you are, obviously, if you're a Paladin fan and you really want to check out how the Paladin plays and give them feedback and and jump in on that conversation, as always, these guys have been so attentive to people's comments on their like forums and giving them feedback. They really do listen to the top YouTubers, streamers, people talking about this stuff on Twitter. They really do listen to those communities, and then they listen to the people that are there, at their thing, at their own forums, discussing it with them on their own Discords and whatnot.
Where the heck is that sound coming from? Is this randomly? Meh. Anyway,
do you have something up on Steam?
I have no idea.
And what sound are you? What are you hearing?
Like, it was just this random music for like 10 seconds, and then it went away. I'm just wondering if it's coming from a different source in my streaming software, or anyway. All right, just looking at Larian's Twitter feed here. So we've got 3 reasons you don't want to miss today's panel from hell. News about Baldur's Gate 3's next massive update. Who is playing Minsk? Let's find out. And a statement from our lawyers assuring you no Jeffs were harmed in the making of the show. Okay. All right. Going to be interesting to see what Jeff Keeley's role in this is.
I wonder if they're going to have somebody playing Minsk who's going to do something with Jeff in a skit of some kind, because they've been really like doubling down on that for a while now.
What was that?
I'm cleaning my glasses. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Sounded like you were trying to blow a bug off of your microphone or something.
I thought I muted myself, but clearly not. This has been
clearly
great
not.
For all the technical problems. And Moon's computer is still not up and running. So,
well, she can just she could join you in your office and commentate from there. Although I don't know if you've got the headphones set up for that. Yeah. Anyway, like you were saying, so do we know if this is going to destroy our save files or not? Will that be information that we are going to be gathering during the stream, kind of a thing?
So yes, it kills the save. Every major patch they've ever had always kills the saves, and it's primarily due to the fact that there's a lot of quest updates, and because they're constantly adding more quests in, and so in most game systems, when you're creating, say you have 100 quests in a zone, and say that you've added some of those quests have like chains, and so the natural chain is quest 1 leads to quest 2, quest 2 leads to quest 3, and then that's the end of the intro system. Then you leave the intro system, the tutorial level, and you move to the main level and you start quest 4. And then 4 leads to 8, but because 5, 6, and 7 are all separate quests that you don't need to have any, like, you don't need to have done, quest 4 in order to start those quests, right? But say they go into the tutorial level and they add a new quest. They add some kind of a new interaction or a possible new interaction depending on your class, right? So they've added a new class. This technically creates a 4th quest in the tutorial level. Again, I'm simplifying this. This is obviously a lot more complex. But when they go to do that, that bumps all of the other quest progress onto different numbers. So now instead of quest 4 being quest 4 is now quest 5. And then all of the iterations of those quests after that have to be tweaked and edited. That's not, again, this is an extremely
I get what you're saying. So
basic version of this explanation.
Bottom line, they're changing things enough that
so
it won't work with the old save files, which is kind of a bummer. And I'm kind of of the same mind as some we've got in live chat right now, where it's like, I don't really want to just play through Act 1 again. I'm looking forward to more content Although, I mean, we'll see if they're adding in Minsk to Act 1. By the way, if you're not familiar with what the big deal is about Minsk, he's a classic, a very popular character from the older Baldur's Gate games. Especially Baldur's Gate 2. I'm not actually sure. I never played Baldur's Gate 1, so I'm not even sure if he's a part of that. But he is a recruitable NPC character in Baldur's Gate 2, and I know he makes some other appearances as well, and he is just an incredibly fun and incredibly larger than life character who is also, very, very powerful. And in fact,
Minsk
I believe he is a paladin, isn't he? Isn't that his class?
I believe so. But basically, Minsk is essentially like if you want to compare, if you don't know Baldur's Gate lore at all, and you're like, who's this Minsk guy everybody keeps talking about? Imagine if Superman had carried around a tiny little gerbil with him everywhere and did all of his super heroic actions with a small little furry little companion who just would always not comment like speak, but he would be like, squeaky squeaky squeak, like happy squeakies, let's go do some butt kicking, that kind of stuff. It's honestly hilarious. And he's not a small guy, so Minsk is this huge buff guy. Boo is actually a gigantic space hamster who is also, but he's a miniaturized gigantic space hamster.
He's a miniature gigantic space hamster.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
he does look like he's a normal size hamster, but he is in fact not a normal size hamster. He is a gigantic space hamster who happens to be miniaturized.
Yeah. I was gonna open up one of these videos, but I don't know if I can trust a channel called Sultan of Smut.
Yeah, no.
So no, I'm going to try to find a different one.
He's one of the best characters there is. We were going to do a pre-show and get into some other news and tidbits and stuff like that, but unfortunately it's been a very chaotic week and so many technical issues.
Stream blockbusters.
But I did want to cover this story here before we get into the live show. Got a couple minutes. So, CEOs can ruin all good things if they're stupid. The CEO of the D&D hobby believes that the Dungeons and Dragons universe is heavily under-monetized.
Oh, really?
And compared to other video games, and he wants to change that. You think that, spending $500 on your D&D stuff every year, that's not enough. You should be you are getting a free ride right now. They just had a bunch of stuff come out and I priced it up, and it's if you bought just a bunch of the most recent things from the D&D universe, you'd be spending around $250, $300 just getting a collection of small stuff, not a massive amount of stuff, just a small selection. We are a problem. We're just these loafers, these vagabond free leeches. We're leeches leeching off the greatness that is Wizards of the Coast, and that's got to come to an end. Absolutely, apparently, that has got to come to an end. It is quite disgusting on how we're getting free entertainment by spending hundreds of dollars every few months in the D&D universe, and we need to start spending more money right away. They need to start introducing microtransactions. You thought you got that bonus roll because of that attack? No, that needs to be turned into a microtransaction bonus roll that you have to pay in order to get. I'm being a little facetious here, but these people are vile, and they continue to be. And it's just so dumb. It's like, you know, maybe you could be offering more, or maybe you could be like, there's literally 100 different things that they could be doing. Like, there's probably 1,000 different things that they can be doing. You know, Heroes Forge is a great website that allows you to custom create your own little like D&D miniature, and it's got so many options. It's one of the greatest like character customization tools online right now. And you can create these characters. You can have them cast in bronze or plastic, colored plastic, or whatever. Have them shipped to you. I made one of my characters in my book series with that tool, and it's just great. And there's so many options. And if you really wanted to monetize D&D a little bit more, where is a tool like that? Where has the tabletop experience in video game format, which is Baldur's Gate 3, but why did we go from Neverwinter Nights, the original, you know, PC game, not the MMO, because that one's garbage, to Baldur's Gate 3? That's like a span of like 20 years or more. Like, the entire franchise of Mass Effect has come and gone between the time that Wizards of the Coast thought it was smart to give people an ability to play tabletop in a digital format.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are people who have made apps that get more traction than the Wizards of the Coast like website.
Also,
for
hi guys,
helping
I made it
people
here.
with D&D. Hi.
Oh, hey. Moon's here. And I am going to, just before we start, I'm just going to pick a random stream and check the lip syncing. Now, I'm going to need some audience help here. When we streamed the Game Awards, the audio and video were desynced for some reason. So I want to find somebody who is.
Well, you can go over
screen.
to you probably go over to the Echo Teams, the Echo Esports. They're currently doing a big thing.
Whoa. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to check the sync with this.
Oh my goodness.
They're not actually okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whatever they're doing there. Let's just look in just chatting.
That's one of the biggest streams going on right now on Twitch.
Alinity. Okay, let's.
No, don't do Alinity. Lawsuit happy.
Yeah.
Don't do Alinity.
Okay. Who's this guy? Okay.
Excuse. I can't even talk to him live right now.
Okay. Can you in the chat just tell me if the audio and video were synced up there for that brief clip, or if there was a delay one way or the other? You got both Neverwinter Nights still on your computer, hey? Oh, what's this? Oh, we got something.
Barbian. She is a wood elf who worked as a librarian in the city of Yartar, and now she has been tramping around the river Chilmthar.
The stream's actually starting here. Okay. Seems to be okay. Okay, good.
Really rejected.
All right.
I suppose one of the best things that's ever happened to the party is the ability to like throw people. I really appreciate.
I do love
into
the ability to throw people,
especially some of my gnome playthroughs. Actually, even my drow playthroughs, I get thrown.
Getting drunk with a goblin camp and having a little bit of fun with a follower of Loviatar is always a good time.
Salamis. Now we're ready. Yep. Yeah, the salamis.
The audio does seem to be off
salamis for the win.
from what I'm seeing.
Companion would definitely have to be Shadowheart.
Shadowheart is my ultimate romantic goal in the game. She has a special place in my heart.
Lizelle.
Gale and Astarion.
So I usually go for Will.
My favourite part of Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access has been watching it flourish. As a QA professional, it's been fun exploring this and providing feedback.
Yeah, let's just go with Smashy Smash. Oh dear.
I've never been so closely involved with the game's development, and I must say, I am really glad that this was the game I found.
I just can't wait to see how things go towards launch, because early access has been a complete treat.
What I'm looking forward to mostly for Baldur's Gate 3 is the story.
Probably the thing that I'm most excited for is seeing how everyone's story goes, because I will definitely be playing through the game many times.
The BG3 community has been such an incredible place to meet new friends and acquaintances.
I love this community. I love the art that everyone makes.
I don't know, it looks off to me,
this sort of
but I don't know if that's just their
I am
footage
just so happy to be a part of it.
I don't think I've been more excited for a game release ever.
It's life-changing. I mean, I love all these characters.
Definitely at the top of my list, so I'm really excited to see what you guys will do.
Oh man, it's so much fun.
All right, I reset the sync
no,
delay,
okay,
so okay, good.
Tell me, why have you come here?
Here's the new trailer. If you haven't seen it before,
of the entire cult of the absolute.
Twitch is really struggling with the quality here.
With parasites in their brains.
Like that's
well, Twitch. I mean, Twitch has terrible quality. Like,
you may just be the godsend.
Bump it. Make sure you're bumping it up to 1080p.
Yeah, it's set to 1080p, but it's really.
You're the same as me.
It was really blocky there.
You have a mind flare tadpole in your brain. Let's try to find a solution together before it's too late.
There's a gust of weave
Mimic
about you, but it's a mere breeze. I need a tempest.
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
You want to play the hero so badly? Fine. Let's make this interesting.
We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
I wonder if they motion capture spiders. Like, I wonder what the process would be involved with that. It's like you're gonna find a really passive, like, tarantula, basically. That's big enough that you can attach some, like, micro bead balls to on all of their joints. And then set up the recording camera to get it.
Yeah.
The poor Mimic, he just wants to hug you to death. Aww.
He's not the kind of man who takes kindly to captivity. The cult captured him. I almost feel sorry for them.
Alright, here we go.
Dramatic entrance.
Yes, I hope the quality picks up.
Hello, everybody.
I love that setup.
Welcome to Battle from Hell number 7. We have a packed show for you today. We're going to be talking about the trailer you just saw. We'll talk about the release date, which is in August, in case you missed it. Next year, that is. We are going to talk about some of the features that you may not know about. We'll talk about patch 9, which is going to go live today. And we will have some special guests on the show. I'm joined here by Nick, our lead systems designer. We'll have a little bit of a chat about
Nick.
things.
Nice knitting skills
that we added to patch 9. We also have Farang.
Oh, he's late. He's late.
Farang, Stain.
It's not a panel from hell if he's not wearing armor and can barely move.
Farang, can you please come over? Thank you.
I apologize for this stupid ad on the screen. This is a...
What is this?
Oh my gosh.
Is a pal from hell, and Stain's supposed to be here, and...
Why, he's cooking. He's my sous chef.
All right, okay. So, what are you making?
Well, I'm making poutine. I just came back from Quebec.
Oh.
You came from Quebec?
There's a call out for Canada.
It's not very Belgian.
No, it's not. What is it? Explain. It's like with the cheese and the gravy thing?
Yeah, they have cheese that squeaks when you eat it. They have fries. They only fry once. And then they drench it in gravy. And then this all gets served up, and then they enjoy it.
Yeah, with vinegar.
All right. Well, anyway, enough horror stories. Let's talk about the good stuff. We had the Game Awards last week. We showed our trailer there. Other than the trailer, what did you like about the Game Awards? What was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment was Animal. Animal was it was great.
That was pretty. He likes Dark Souls. Who could have guessed?
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah. What about you? What was your favorite moment?
Armored Core.
Armored Core.
Cool. Yeah. I wonder.
Did you play?
Well, no. I've seen a lot of it, but I'm curious what they're gonna do with it.
Okay. Pretty cool. Yeah. I liked Al Pacino. I just thought he was.
Al Pacino seems so out of place at the Game Awards.
He was.
Anyway,
like no.
So we showed the trailer at the Game Awards. We announced our release date.
Bill
there.
Clinton is being spammed in the chat. Hilarious.
It's brilliant, right? I mean, it's not that far away from us, seeing the fact where we came from. But yeah, I feel really confident about it. We're gonna do this. Yeah,
it's true. I mean, we've been working on it for 5 years now, right?
5.
So 5 years. We started with millions of tasks. It's now narrowed down to tens of thousands of tasks. So we're really getting close to the finish line, guys.
Oh God, the food is gonna burn, Sven.
That's
really, come on.
That we're talking about the game. All right. So, what was the hardest moment for you in the last year? 5 years, sorry.
5 years. For me, it was the first year, probably. Like the first year when we didn't have a lot of tech, when we had to work a lot with what we had.
With original systems.
Yeah, and just trying to figure out what do we even want to do here. That was challenging. Now it's going a lot.
Not abnormal also, because whenever you start a game, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, it's a big beast.
How about you? What was your hardest part?
Well, the most challenging bit was that basically, as everybody here knows, you can play the game in isometric mode, you can go third person, we have cinematics that show the world from all kinds of angles. Yeah. So actually building the game in a way that it was actually working in all these different dimensions was extremely difficult. That was probably the hardest thing we had to do, really.
Yeah, that's true. You make multiple games actually all at once, right?
Yeah, a bunch. Yeah.
Okay, so positive moment then? Like highlights? Last 5 years?
For me, I think when cinematics started really coming together. So when the lighting, the characters, the animations, the mock-up, the sound, all of that really coalesced into something else. And I went like, wow, okay, that's the game we're making? Okay, that's a very different game now.
I remember that, because that first cinematic, we should share that first cinematic one day.
I haven't.
No, don't do
that.
Let's go forwards, not backwards.
Oh man, the character creator, it's amazing. The character creation is lovely. Like we started out with really a terrible, there's absolutely nothing like in variation. And now we have all these characters, all these faces, face tattoos, different hair, all this stuff is absolutely brilliant.
We add a lot of stuff to it today also. You're going to see, what do you have? You have non-binary identity was added. You will have extra faces. You have elf faces. You have extra hairstyles. There's a lot of stuff that's coming to it today. All right, okay. Do you know who called us after seeing the trailer at the Game Awards? Who? Can you guess? Who? Yes, it's not Animal. I'm sorry.
Is it the guy on the screen?
No, it's not the guy on the screen. Oh, actually, yeah, it's the guy on the screen. Jeff Keeley.
He's
Jeff Keeley called us. Yeah. He wanted to do an interview. He wanted to talk about the trailer, ask us some questions, which might interest our chat also about it. So let us
bring him up. Yeah.
All right. Bring him up.
Yes, Sunglare, that's what he said.
We need to figure out where Stain is, by the way. All right. So I'm going to get up, and my armor, which has had its best days. I need a new one. All right.
His poor
magic mirror. Please put me in touch with Jeff Keeley. Jeff, can you hear me? Jeff? Hello, Jeff, can you hear me?
Who is the Keeliest of them all?
I can hear you loud and clear, Sven. Happy holidays, I guess, right?
Thank you very much, and congratulations, Jeff, once again on the Game Awards.
It is funny watching him.
Show getting better every
He's like
single year.
just got jeans on under that armor.
Yeah, I was really happy. Yep. It was amazing to bring the whole community together. And
not the whole community. Like Microsoft wasn't there.
Became a meme and did really well on Steam. So yeah, I'm so honored to do that show, and it was awesome to have Larian a part of it this year. So thank you for your support, and it was great to have BG3 there too.
There's now too much Jeff Keeley on the screen.
Questions on BG3, so that's why I'm calling you.
Yes, I have a few questions. I'm sure the fans have a few questions. First of all, we're excited that we nailed you guys down to a release month, which is, I'm sure, was a debate internally, but August next year, which is awesome. But yeah, the trailer, I think everyone sort of wants to know the the big surprise at the end with Minsk and understanding how is Minsk alive? How is Jaheira alive? Can you tell us a little bit about the narrative context?
Yeah, sure. Well, Jaheira obviously is a half-elf, so she was a famous companion from the original series. We decided to bring her back, give her quite a big role into the game. You can play her, you can recruit her as a companion if she likes you. You can also have her as an enemy if she doesn't like you. She must be about 150 years old now. I think she was about 30 to 50 years old in the original game, so she's grown a little bit older, so she's a little bit grayer like myself. And then Minsk, of course, he is a human, so he should be dead by all definitions by this date. However, he was petrified. There are comics out there by Jim Zub. And so he was petrified. He became a stone statue in the middle of the White, which is like the big market district in the upper city in Baldur's Gate. And so he was there. He was standing there for over 100 years. And then he was hit by some wild magic during a chase by monsters who were hunting a wild magic sorcerer. And he became alive again. And he looked exactly as the moment that he was petrified. It was very convenient for us because we could just pick him up, put him back together into the game, make sure that he was going to meet his buddy Jaheira at some point. And so around that we started building story. And so that's how you're going to encounter Minsk and Jaheira in BG3.
What about Boo?
Yeah.
Where's
That
Boo?
great teaser that we posted online of the statue and everyone's
Chat and Twitch is
probably one of the
going
most
crazy
requested
for
things
Boo.
I heard over the years is people wanted Minsk to come back. Tell me, was that a decision like very early on for the team that you wanted to bring these characters back? How did you come to that sort of conclusion?
You'd be surprised, actually. There was a lot of debate. Will we bring him back? Will we not bring him back? And then at some point, there was some momentum for a piece of story that needed to come together, and he fitted perfectly into that. And from that, it became very natural.
That's the great thing about
so I'm not going to
D&D.
spoil it today. What I will spoil is that you can also recruit him as a companion. And so both Jaheira and Minsk are recruitable as companions. And you can also antagonize both of them, so they can both be going against you into the game. It's going to depend on the decisions that you're going to be taking when you're playing the game.
Now, a lot of
If I
people
do my
asking
evil
all
dumb
weekend,
playthrough again,
the
Minsk will be
characters, the
pissed with me.
voices, any reveals or information on who's going to be voicing both characters?
Yeah, for sure. Jaheira is not played by the original actress. She's played by a very good actress named Tracy Wiles. So when we heard her audition, we said nails it instantly. So she's been doing quite a lot of lines on Jaheira because she obviously is also a companion. And then for Minsk, it's still a little bit out in the open right now. We are looking for different actors. Actually, could you
they have
impersonation of Minsk? Just go for the ice boo as a line. Just try it out.
Go for the eyes, Boo.
What line should I do?
Go for the ice boo. Go for the ice boo. I auditioned, but I
Go
said.
for the ice boo.
No, he's not a good actor.
Looking until we find someone, but we are literally.
For everybody who was wondering if the Game Awards is completely staged, it's not because Jeff Keeley cannot act.
Who that is?
Could be you, Sven. Come on.
Say that again.
Could be you.
Nah, I tried, but they didn't let me.
What are some of the other lines?
Amount of people that auditioned for Minsk. We have a few more
Evil
that we're
butt
going to be showing on the show
Yes.
today.
You point,
and
I
then
punch.
Hopefully, one of those is going to materialize as the actual actor that's going to be playing Minsk in BG3.
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about sort of the game in general. I think a lot of first of all, it was amazing that you gave us a trailer that was kind of fully in engine, which was amazing. I know earlier you'd done some CG pieces, but now we're really seeing the power of the engine and the game. A lot of people wanted to know what were we seeing there? Was that Baldur's Gate, the city that we were seeing in the trailer?
Yeah, that's what it looks like in the game. We showed a sneak peek. It's not the entirety of the city that we showed. We're not going to talk too much about it right now because we will be showing off the city at a later stage. But the people in the know, the people that know the lore, the people that read Descendant to Avernus, which is like the prequel campaign to BG3, they will certainly recognize several buildings that were on display there. I've seen several fan videos, several Reddit threads where people actually nailed it. And then I saw some people that didn't nail it at all. So they'll discover it for what is what very, very, very soon.
One thing you did announce last week was the collector's edition that we saw at the end of the trailer, and I'm sure people have already picked it up rapidly because they know there's going to be a limited number of them. But tell us a bit about the collector's edition for BG3.
Well, I mean, the collector's edition, I think it's the finest one that we've created so far. I thought the original Sin 2 collector's edition was already very good, but this one is really, really nice. The central piece, the diorama, is It's very fine. When you'll see it, you'll be surprised at exactly how fine it is. It also has lots of actions, really well posed. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff around it that I think fits the team very well, like the character sheets. The oversized dice is literally like it's a heavy metal dice. You use it on your table, you break the table. It's great. You can kill someone with it, so it's like a forbidden.
I was just thinking about like giant metal dice, like that can kill somebody. Jeez.
Cards for the people that got the first
Turns out
version of the
they already thought of that.
There's a cloth map in there also. So cloth maps are something that used to come with every single game back in the days when Baldur's Gate was a thing. So I'm happy that we managed to get that back. There's a character art book that highlights just some of the incredible amount of art that was made to create this massive game. So it's I think it's a really cool package. I'm very proud of it. I mean, like it's
looking at
for the team internally. It's an important thing because we get these when we finish the game, and it's like a memento of all the work that went into the game. So
Jeff Keeley needs a better
play the game. It will be also a memento of the many hours that they played Baldur's Gate 3.
Now, Sven, we have the August date, which everyone's very excited about, but for the fans playing the game right now, the natural question is sort of what is the cadence going to be leading up to launch of updates? We saw some new things in that trailer. Everyone's asking online, any sense of when the next update to the game is going to be released?
Yeah. So this is going to be our last big update. We call it Patch 9.
So
in it, we're going to release a whole bunch of things that the fans have been asking for. First and foremost, there's going to be the level 5 spells. So they've been asking for that for a long time. So we're going to give it to them today, actually. Patch 9 is going to launch just after Paladins from Hell. We're going to demonstrate
Everybody's going nuts. Level 5, oh my god,
so
yes!
Level 5 in Dungeons & Dragons is the moment where your class opens up. You start getting a strategy. You start being able to survive catastrophe. You get access to a whole bunch of cool actions and spells. So, for instance, fighters get an extra attack. Wizards get access to things like counter spell or lightning strike. You get to do animate death. The guys actually did a really good job on animate death. They got this really cool thing going on with zombies that can like cause the zombie apocalypse in the game. You get access to Fireball. Fireball is a incredibly powerful spell. I don't know about you, but when I was playing BG2, I fireballed myself through everything essentially. Like that was
Fireball. That's the one. I gotta say, that's amazing. So coming level 5 Fireball. Yeah, I love Fireball. That's amazing.
Yeah. So what else do we have in addition? Well, you're gonna find for each of the classes.
You know what, with Fireball, I was actually gonna say that like maybe I could just do a Fireball right now. I mean,
but you don't have Patch 9
yet. Master. I'm the master of hot content. I am the master of flame.
Terrible actor. Oh god.
Very cheesy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's not a great actor, but that was an amusing way to end the interview, I must say. Mending a chair in the
funny.
Yeah.
The chat is going rip.
Yeah, it is still funny, even though it was corny as hell.
Yeah, still funny. Bluntman in the chat says, "Where the hell are the monks?"
I don't. Okay, I'm having to think back here. I mean, obviously they're not including every D&D class in this game. Were monks one that they're possibly going to include, Seb?
Oh, yes, obviously. Like, core class. All of the core classes are coming.
All the core classes?
All the core classes. We know that we weren't going to be getting 1, maybe 2 core classes before release. So those will come at release.
At release.
Obviously, they want you to have a reason to come back and play something new. That will be the key kind of thing there. And like I said, we've been hearing more rumors about more classes.
To them. I mean, like, he's a skeleton right now. Okay, yeah, we lost firing too. I don't know how this keeps on happening, but we need to do something.
Now you. The other guy got
I'm
stuck in the kitchen. Farang has me make poutine.
Look at the graphic in the corner.
Yeah, like, whatever you do, don't sit down. Don't sit down. Just sit down.
They even changed the picture.
Why? Just sit down.
Funny.
Look to your left side.
Is that
Friendly
Fun.
fire.
How am I supposed to finish the dinner?
No counter spell. I'm telling you.
It's just
he should have been prepared,
poutine.
right?
He wasn't
You can
level
hide.
5.
He should have really reacted.
No.
Why is it that
I love how his spoon survived. His wooden
somebody
spoon.
has to die?
Oh,
Yeah.
great,
So he was
great.
warned, and like, that's the guy that did everything. And then
Who's that?
Jeff Keeley put up a skeleton on his chair. That is hilarious.
We were waiting for you. Maybe you could have stopped all of this if you wouldn't have been late.
Yeah.
By the way.
Do you have it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Do you have it?
I have it.
Got it?
You have it?
Oh, yes, I have
Yeah.
it.
Oh wow.
Let's see it.
All right. Okay. Give it to me.
I'll give it to you.
You got it?
I have it in my pocket. It's a very deep pocket.
Tricky pocket.
Don't need this. All right.
It's a pocket of holding.
Oh,
yes, it is.
This is the thing.
It is it.
All right, chat. So we got a level with you when we were telling to Jeff that we were still looking for an actor for Minsk. All right. What he didn't know, or what I didn't tell him, is that we had Stain go and look around the world to find the right actor to play Minsk. Now, Stain went very far.
I scoured the earth and I found the hottest talent in showbiz right now, Sven.
There you go.
They're all on there.
The hottest talent in showbiz on this stick, and we are going to pick that actor right now. All right? Okay. Let's do the magic mirror trick. Oh, magic mirror! Please take everything that is on this USB stick and project it to the screen.
Make way, villainy. Hero coming through. Go for the eye, boo. Go for the eye. Yeah. But kicking for goodness. Make way, evil. And on to the teeth. I'm packing a hamster.
Oh, hi, Boo. Now listen here. You point, I punch. When the going gets tough, hold my rodent. Trust me, it'll make all the difference. Go for the eyes, Boo. I'm telling you, go for the eyes.
Make way, evil. I'm armed to the teeth and packing a hamster. Go for the eyes.
I just realized I probably should have done. Oh my goodness! Yes, yes.
Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes.
It's Eric Charles.
There'll be safety in numbers, and I and 2 or 3 at least.
Go for the eyes, Boo.
Go for
the eyes. Feel the backhand of justice. Fool me once, shame on you.
He's actually good.
He is very good.
He's got a really good voice. It's not a Minsk voice, but...
He's got a very striking...
Yeah. Jeff Keeley's skeleton acting is really good. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, he must be in there. He must be.
Nice.
Come on.
Okay, so
You don't know how to react, right?
I got this communication training. Like, they were enthusiastic.
Excellent.
I thought they were very enthusiastic, right? And motivated, very motivated.
Yeah.
And looked good on camera.
Oh yes,
it's important.
Yeah.
Talent.
Sound quality was good too.
It's there.
I like some of the backdrops. I see what you did there. You can see that you've been scoring around, like racking up those expenses. But just a little bit missing.
You sure?
I think you should try harder.
Oh, okay.
I think you have it in you. I think you're a really good casting scout, but
I'll find someone else. It's fine.
right?
It's
Okay,
fine.
so you'll keep on looking, right?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
If you find someone, just come here. We're counting on you. You are the man who's going to figure out for us who the next Minsk is going to be.
I actually might have someone in mind.
There
I'll
you
come back
go.
to you.
I
I'll come
want
back
you
to you.
to
I'll come
hold
back
on
to
to that fault.
Oh,
But before we go, because we have some things to talk about, and this is patch 9.
Yeah.
And what is patch 9? So let's talk about level 5. All right. So Jeff got it out of me. What's inside of patch 9? Level 5. He knew it. All right, so tell me a little bit about some of the exciting things that are coming with level 5. And first and foremost, why is level 5 such a big deal?
So, like you mentioned, level 5 is when things get real, get serious. You get a lot of cool heavy hitters, Fireball, Call Lightning, other spells, and even your...
Fireball,
sorry, Farron. But another thing that you get is counter
Don't touch the
spells.
ashes.
That's something Farron didn't have as counterspell.
He did not have counterspell.
No.
Now counterspell, and I'm pretty sure Chad is going to be happy about this particular bit. Counterspell requires us to implement a certain mechanic.
Yes. So we've been
Reactions.
listening to
Here we go.
chatter about reactions, what they want to see from it, and something that we're doing in the new patch is we're updating, we're improving this system. Previously, you could only set reaction to trigger automatically whenever conditions were correct, but now we will allow you to pause the game. Let's say if somebody casts a spell and you have counterspell prepared, we will pause the game if you set it in settings, and you'll be able to select, do you want to counterspell this spell, or do you want to hold on to your counterspell because maybe Jeff Keeley will call you and throw a fireball at you.
So what Farang really should have done is set up his counterspell, said, ask me the counterspell.
Yes.
Keeley does his fireball. Farang says, hop! Farang, what do you want to do? Do you want to stop this fireball, or do you want to be, well, what he is now? And so Farang would have then said, yes, I want to counter this, and he would have survived.
He was the ranger from patch 8, from the previous patch. That's a problem.
Well, I think it was more or less done with his work anyway, right? Yeah.
So that's something we'll show a bit later in the gameplay.
But what about the poutine?
So counterspell, big thing. Reactions, big thing.
Yeah.
Coming in patch 9, so players will be able to fool around with it, see how it adds to their strategy. Farang died. Jeff died.
We have some more spells as well. So about more than 30 spells are being shipped. One of them is gaseous form.
Oh, you want to gaseous form? I wanted to talk about a different one. Well, you want to talk about gaseous form. Okay, tell me about gaseous form.
Well, I think you'll like it actually once you will try it.
Okay.
It lets you turn into a cloud of gas. Nothing explodes, sorry, but you get resistance to all damage, and you're very hard to kill basically.
So it halves your damage because you get resistance. And I heard rumor that you could do something special when you are in gaseous forms. We will talk about maybe about that a little bit later. Later. Okay, all right. So when you talk about gas and think of D&D, there's such a thing as stinking clouds.
Oh yeah, you have to be careful. Don't. Huh?
What's that?
What's this?
I hear something.
I love all their stuff.
Oh, who's that? Is it
we have a visitor! Oh, Santa!
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Let me just set down this big sack of heavy presents right here.
All right, well, that looks very heavy, Santa. Santa, don't give your stare to him.
Take my... That looks like ashes. I recognize them from...
Don't worry about it, Santa. It's just my chimney.
I recognize them from
chimneys. There's a chance that you would be coming by.
Brilliant.
Oh, that was most thoughtful of you, young Sven.
You're welcome. You can sit down. Don't worry about it. Yeah, get rid of
It's fine. It's fine. Sorry, Farang. Sorry.
Sorry,
Farang.
All right. So, Santa, what brings you here?
What brings me here? Why, you do, of course. You have been working so hard all year long, and everyone who has been not on the naughty list is, of course, on the good list and deserving of presents.
Naughty list?
We have the naughty list right here, of course, to make sure that there's nobody who gets presents who shouldn't get presents. But we're going to make sure this evening that only those people get presents who deserve them. So that's why Santa is here.
All right.
So who's on the list, Santa?
That is between Santa and the elves and no one else. So I cannot confirm. I cannot confirm or deny who is on the list.
Well, Santa, thank you for coming on. As you can see, we're in the middle of a panel from hell. I'm sure that you've watched our previous versions of a panel from hell. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're discussing Baldur's Gate 3. Are you a fan of Baldur's Gate 3?
Of course, Santa is a fan of Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 is full of elves.
I can see why you're a fan. Well, you're going to love this one, for sure then, Santa. We're talking about level 5. Level 5 comes with a whole bunch of new options for players. And we were just chatting about them, and you were giving examples of spells, right? So
yeah, another one.
Yeah.
So if you're a cleric or if you have Shadowheart in your party, you're going to get Spirit Guardians.
What's that?
Sorry, Santa. Sorry.
No, Stain,
be careful, guys.
Sorry. Don't get into trouble. Don't mess with the Santa.
Don't mess with the Santa,
Remember your
okay?
mission.
Okay.
Spirit Guardians. Radiant damage or necrotic damage around you. If you have problems with undead, that's what you want to get.
Radiant,
So
nice.
there's a lot of undead dropping here. We got a guy that's ashes. We got a skeleton Jeff.
Young Stan.
Stain.
Sorry.
And everything.
Sticky fingers.
Animate that.
Animate that.
Yes.
There you
Yes. You can raise a corpse as a skeleton or.
I wonder
zombie.
how much of
That's,
this is
up to you.
planned.
I mentioned that to Jeff in the interview. I really like you came to me and said, like, Sven, we might have inadvertently started the zombie apocalypse. I really liked it.
We may have been a bit too optimistic, enthusiastic about the zombie aspect of it. Zombies that you raise, if they bite somebody and if you kill that somebody fast enough, there's going to be another zombie coming out of it.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so that means like 1 zombie costs 2 zombies.
Yes.
2 zombies cost 4 zombies.
Yes.
4 zombies cost 8 zombies. 8 zombies cost 16 zombies.
Geometry.
16
Oh,
zombies
gosh.
get 32
Cool.
zombies. 32, 64 zombies. 64 zombies, 128 zombies.
Yes.
128
Jumpy horde.
156 zombies. Does this go all the way to like 65,536 zombies?
I'm sure we'll see online.
Giga zombies, Terra
Maybe
zombies.
start counting from 1, Sven. All right. Well, we'll start with trying that zombie. I want to try that zombie thing out. All right. So zombies, good.
Yeah.
Basically, game sold to me right now. I heard rumors about flying.
Yes, you heard correct. It took us a while.
Young Sten, this has gone too far.
But Santa, I have to know who's on the list, Santa. I have to know.
You don't have to know.
Oh, yes, I do, Santa. And you will tell me. You will tell me who is on the naughty list.
Sten,
Well, I think he's on the
do
naughty
not
list.
mess with Santa Claus, because I don't think you suspected
What are you
that
gonna
Santa
do, old
Claus
man?
would have a candy cane Holy Avenger.
What are you gonna do with that, Santa?
Haha! Attack! Reaction! And then Divine Smite!
Shit, no, another one.
Oh my god.
3 in a row.
Well,
He's
no,
okay.
no,
wait.
no,
Is he
don't
dead?
worry, don't
No,
worry.
No, he's a vampire.
He's just paralyzed.
No, but he's not dead. That would be in violation of my oath.
I'm fine.
You have a Santa oath?
Of course I have an oath, because
Are you?
who doesn't have an oath when he's a paladin?
Oh my god, it's a paladin! It's so convenient!
Santa's a holy paladin!
I knew it.
I've brought you
How
and all the
convenient.
players of Baldur's Gate 3 the gift of the paladin class.
That's a good one.
That's really good.
What is your oath?
Oath of devotion, of course. I am devoted to making sure that everyone gets what they deserve.
Are you okay, Stan?
As he looks pointedly over.
He's just paralyzed, right? All right, well, let's talk about the paladin class, Santa, because as it happens, and this is purely coincidental, we have the paladin class shipping in patch 9.
Coincidence.
What a coincidence!
Didn't see that coming. No.
Yes, so we're shipping Oath of Devotion and Oath of Ancients. Oath of Ancients is our sworn protectors of nature. And so Paladin is, of course, a very versatile class. They can tank, they can heal, they can deal a lot of damage with a big selection of smites. They can do everything. Very popular with playtesters.
Yeah, I heard about that. We had a whole bunch of playtesters that are in there playing the entire game right now, testing things. And
I always like the Paladin
the
class.
Paladin's been very, very popular. I was just thinking, Oath of Ancients, Protector of Nature. So you're a druid. So when you were a cow, you would count on the Paladin, like to not mess with you.
I would be protected
When
by
you
a
were a
Paladin.
cow.
Unfortunately, we didn't have one.
At that time, you didn't
At
have
that time.
That's true.
Now you wouldn't be able to do that with me.
Right,
No,
just, checking.
that's
Okay.
not okay.
All right. Well, I guess we should start looking at the gameplay of what the Paladin class is, what the level
Yes,
5
let's-
spells are. How
Not so
reactions are.
fast,
Yes,
not so
please.
fast.
Let's see the game.
It's time
come
for the
on.
presents.
Presents.
Yes,
Presents.
of course.
Yes, you had a list, Santa.
I do. I had a
It
list.
fell down here, and
It
I would
fell
help
down
you,
here.
Santa, but I cannot.
I cannot move.
I cannot help.
That's all right. And your name was on the list, Stain. Oh dear. But on the other side of the list, the good side, the sufficiently good side, the
Sufficiently
chaotic
good.
side, we do find both Nick and young Sven on the list. And so,
Aww.
Nick, I've got a present for you.
All right.
Straight from the North Pole.
And it's not a
As he
stabbing.
tosses the list down again.
Yes, it's a little heavy.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's something big.
Rudolph was bitching about this all the way down. But ever since he got level 5, flying is much more easy. So let me try to get this. This
Oh my
is the
goodness.
prototype of the collector's edition.
Ooh.
Now, if I take this carefully,
Ah.
you'll understand why the postage is so expensive on it.
Oh.
Take a look at that.
It is very big. Yeah. Can I touch it?
No. Collector's edition. Get yours.
I let you touch my present.
Well, this is evolved into a 1990s.
I will break it. That's what you're afraid of. All right, so collector's edition. We've gone over the contents of the collector's edition, but it is this is our biggest one, right? This is I think twice as big as the original Sin 2 one.
Oh, definitely feels so.
That's humongous.
Like okay. All right. Thank you, Santa. I guess you should. Did you say
thank you?
There you go.
Very good. Very good. Now, Sven, we know, of course, what you want more than anything.
No, please. No, not that. Not that.
No, not that. Not that. This instead.
Not that.
Yes. The answer to your wishes is right here in this VHS. Sent from very hot Santa.
Very hot
Santa.
Santa.
Like this sounds like a poisoned gift Santa for young Sven does not have a VHS recorder.
Why? Did you think that Santa wouldn't have a VHS recorder?
No. Oh my gosh.
You need one? Of course.
Santa got you.
Right.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Santa! Thank you!
Why not just
I got my own VHS recorder.
just use the magic
use the
magic USB stick again.
What's on the video?
Here, pop the sucker in and find out.
I will, Santa.
Okay.
All right, popping sucker in. Connection to magic mirror.
Popping sucker.
Santa, young Sven does not know how to put a videotape. Ah, there you go.
Well.
You point, I punch. Villainous face, meet virtuous fist. Why do we stop, my friend? There is evil somewhere with its small pants yet unsoiled. Go for the eyes, Boo! Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day, you will be ready to listen.
Oh.
Friends, my name is Matthew Mercer. I'm a voice actor for video games and cartoons.
Wow, this is a good match.
Well,
yeah,
that was
get
pretty.
to voice Minsk in Baldur's Gate 3. I have been playing the Baldur's Gate games since they came out back in almost 2 decades ago. Oh god. I've played through the first 2 multiple times for all the different moral pathways you could take. I played them all again multiple times when they came out on the iPad through Beamdog's conversion. I just love Baldur's Gate, and of all of them, Minsk has always been my favorite character. I'd be hard-pressed to not put him in my party until he eventually left because I was taking an evil route and would not stand for this unhappiness, evil way of doing things. So I was so blown away and honored and grateful that the folks at Larian asked me to pick up the torch and bring this character into the 3rd installment. It means so much to me, and just know that I am coming at this with so much respect and love and a little bit of self-imposed pressure to bring Minsk the justice that we all know he deserves. So thank you so much for all of your support. I can't wait for you guys to play it. I can't wait for you to get him in his group. And no matter where we go,
this again is really showing the connection between Critical Role and Baldur's Gate and Larian Studios. Like, this is really,
Santa,
really cool.
That is a fantastic gift. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I want to shake your hand. Be careful of the fire. Thank you very much, Santa. That is an excellent gift. And to you, chat, indeed, Matt Mercer is going to be the guy who is going to be playing Minsk in Baldur's Gate 3. I had the privilege of sitting in on the recordings. I can tell you he is an incredible fan of Minsk. You can see he has true passion for the character, and there's been some wonderful moments during the recordings already, which I think you're going to truly enjoy when you're going to see them come to life in Baldur's Gate 3 when it ships in August. Minsk obviously is one of the legacy characters of Baldur's Gate 3. He's a very important character, as is Jaheira. We've treated them with a lot of respect. We gave them a unique new storyline. We hope you're really going to enjoy it. You're going to discover what it is when you're playing the game, when it releases. You'll find that you can recruit Jaheira. You'll find that you can recruit Minsk. You'll find that they won't necessarily be your friends. They might actually be your enemies. As a matter of fact, things might go haywire instantly with Jaheira when you meet her. So it's all going to be up to your choices, and that is as it should be. Now, we need to talk about the road to patch to release, or release in August next year. As I mentioned at the start, we have gone from millions of tasks, and that's a literal millions of tasks. I think we have over 3 million tasks that we did, and we're now down to the tens of thousands, and so that means that we're homing in on the finish line. We need to focus, we need to concentrate. We're going to drop patch 9 today. We're going to drop it very shortly into the stream as we're playing it. This is going to be the last big content patch, because the next thing that we're going to release is going to be the actual game. Finished, polished, with everything on top of it that it needs to have. There might be some technical patches, because there's some technical issues that we still want to try out. But essentially, this is going to be the last big patch that we're going to release, so that we can focus on finishing the game. We really, really hope you're going to enjoy what we're making. We have a lot of playtesters playing the game right now. That group is increasing continuously. If you want to apply, you can apply via our website. You will have an incredible adventure ahead of you. We tried our very best to honor the legacy of Baldur's Gate. You're going to find a lot of themes that we didn't really hint at yet return back into Baldur's Gate 3 when you get to play it. And as we prepare for our presentation of patch 9, we wanted to share with you a little video about the people that are behind the story of Baldur's Gate 3, behind all of those dialogue lines that you're seeing. What were their aspirations? What are they trying to do in honoring the legacy? What are they trying to bring to you in Baldur's Gate 3? So we'll have a little video of the writers, and while you're watching that, we'll set up to give you a demonstration of patch 9 in action.
I would say that when you're trying to revive characters that have canonical significance to players, and the characters that people come in with a pre-existing relationship with, you kind of carry the weight of that relationship.
It's a real challenge because you want to honor the past. You also want to make something that feels relevant to our game. We don't want to put Minsk in just to say, hey, Minsk's in our game. It's not ticking a box.
Baldur's Gate 3 is a game honoring
Wish
a
Hollywood
whole
would
generation
approach
of
things like
Infinity
that.
Engine games, several of which ask the player, am I the monster? Am I the bad guy? And there's always this darkness within you that you don't quite know or understand.
I think what's really interesting about how that develops over the course of the game is that you start with much more of a fundamental moral story of, do you do the good thing or the evil thing, in the kind of, do you save the lovely tieflings that you meet, or do you decide not to? But the thing is that the further you go through the game, the less clear it is the choices between good and evil, and a lot of the times you're faced with, do I actually trust that the good people are good? Do I trust the evil people are evil?
Autonomy, I think, is probably the key theme that we see throughout Acts 2 and 3. You kind of get it set up with the companion stories that you've seen in Act 1 so far, and throughout the rest of the story, we see something is pushing them in one direction. It's about how they can become free.
There's a bunch of different things going on. One is how much control you have over your own body and your own mind. So this is implicit from the very beginning of the game, but also over your own fate. Now, as you move through the game and you start to level up and the stakes get bigger and bigger, and as you approach Baldur's Gate itself, the stakes get a lot bigger. And suddenly you're faced with a very interesting question, which is, of all the people you know, who wants control and what do they want control of? So once you get these higher stakes and you're looking at people and saying, what is it you want? What do you want to control? How do you want to control it? What do you want to do with it once you control it? Then you start asking, and can I trust you? So if you're in a position where you have a lot of people all with their hands reaching toward absolute power, maybe you need to say, who do I trust to have that control? And those are cool moments too.
As well as having autonomy being a key theme, we try to let the player do as much stuff as possible and make sure all our characters can react to it. So we're both having autonomy as a theme, the concept itself, but also like kind of matches that in play, which is fun.
At the moment, I'm staring down the barrel of a dialogue that has about 700 to 800 lines in it, that only really takes the player 4 clicks to get through. And that is because those 700 or 800 lines cover all the ways you could have ended up there, all the states you could have been in when you ended up there. It reflects the journey that you took to get there, and all of that is stuff that we have to kind of hold in our heads and try and figure out a way to
That's an insane amount of work. Wow.
a meaningful experience.
There is some bifurcation and change in the romance storylines depending on choices that the player has made, depending on ways that you've treated them in their storyline. You can see different romance scenes when you're replaying the game for several of the characters, or romance scenes will change in tone depending on the way that you've treated them.
You go from more a ragtag group who have to stick together to solve this problem they all have, to people who want to be together.
And they have to realize that the only people that they really have and the only people that they can trust is each other, and that those bonds actually mean a great deal. And also they need to realize that maybe, just maybe, they have enough time before seromorphosis kicks in and they all become illithids, that they will be able to fall in love before the end.
I mean, the only thing I can reference is DOS 2, but when I was playing that, I remember getting to the end and feeling like I couldn't bear to lose any of them. And I think that's what people will feel for these guys at the end.
People in your party are going to have different relationships with each other, but they're also going to have those different levels of control over their own lives. Some of them may be beholden to you, some of them may be antagonistic towards you. But the question of how much the game changes depending on your choices, when you reach Baldur's Gate, and you will reach Baldur's Gate very soon, when you reach Baldur's Gate, the people who are in the city, the people you'll encounter there, depends on choices you've already made.
It's a very suspicious city. It's a city at risk and under threat, and its populace feel that way.
More than in any other area of the game, when I'm walking around the city of Baldur's Gate, I just find my jaw dropping all the time.
You start working a game like this and you want to see Baldur's Gate. And the first time we saw Baldur's Gate, it was a holy shit moment.
All right, chat, we are all set up, and thank you to our riders for sharing that with us. We're going to do our little demo. We've been reading what you've been
really
writing.
good. It's one of the first writers interviews that I didn't cringe at. So, like, just I mean, in general, like whenever you interview a ton of writers, you usually get a bunch of like,
let's go. All right, well,
not good stuff, but
we got Gale with us. He's a level 4 wizard about to get level 5. Shadowheart is level 5, Astarion is level 5, and I'm a Paladin who's about to level up also. But before we get into the level up, maybe show off some of that level 5 goodness by starting to do something with these corpses here, Nick.
Oh yeah.
That was a running theme today.
I can totally animate them. So would you like a skeleton or would you like a zombie?
Man, do you really need to ask?
It's zombie, isn't it?
All right.
Let's see.
All right.
There it is.
Look at that beautiful zombie. So this guy can infect others, and then they are going to become zombies.
That's my new buddy.
Okay. Let's go. We're gonna demonstrate a couple of features. We're gonna pick the owl bear for some of the first level.
It's always the best part,
and
right?
then we're gonna do something. Now I know this place as the back of my pocket.
Ash, are you still there? I haven't heard you talk for a while.
Yeah, I'm here.
Just gonna go there. There's a dog there. So did you know that the very first presentation of Baldur's Gate, I wanted to kill the dog? Scratch?
Really?
Yeah. Then the people in our communication
Make
team,
friends,
they were
throw ball.
screaming at me, "Are you completely bananas starting the presentation of the game with killing the dog?" So I never killed the dog. Obviously, I swore the oath of the ancients. Oh, I got the wrong direction. Sorry. I swore the oath of the ancients, so I'm not going to kill.
You don't mess with the dog.
I am a
You don't mess with the cats.
Oath of the ancients.
No.
So
I mean, I'm
am
okay with
sworn
messing
to
with cats,
protect
but
nature.
dogs, no.
All right, there's an owlbear tracks here. So before we go in, I'm going to actually level up so I can show off some of the Paladin features. So we see this new fancy level up button here. Comes with the patch 9. So I am a level 5 Paladin. I did Oath of the Ancients. Well, I'm about to become level 5. I got
She's going to stab herself in her own neck with that helmet. She tries to look down at the ground.
Which is nice as subclass features. And then I can customize my spells. Now I'm going to focus only on new spells. So let's see, that's an old one. Bless. Command actually has new things, right? What does it have?
Yeah, so previously it was just one command. Now we have 5 different commands.
Okay, that's good.
Oh,
so I'm going to get rid of that. Compel Duel, that's like Taunt, so that's new. I'll keep that. Cure Wounds is boring. Divine Favor is new too.
Yep.
It's a Paladin.
That's a Paladin.
Bonus action. Heroism, we had that in the past. Boring. Protection from Evil and Good. Boring. Shield of Faith. Boring. All right, let's see what the new stuff is. So we have these two. So we have Searing Smite. I like Searing Smite. Sounds good. All right. I got Thunderous Smite. I like that. That sounds good too.
Nice.
I got
All the
Wrathful
smite.
Smite. That sounds good too.
Lots
All
of smites.
Boring. I'm not going to be exactly the paladin that's going to be healing you the entire time, you know?
Yeah, I said
He wants to smite all
I'm smiting type of
things.
guy. Magic weapon. Sounds good. Protection from poison. Boring. Branding Smite. That's my buddy. All right, so I can live with that. So I think I'm ready for combat. Also, let me just have a look at everything that I have over here on my spell bar. So Divine Sense, which is also a Paladin action. Lay on Hands, which is like the go-to or signature spell
it's
of the Paladin.
Classic healing feature that they have.
And so to lay on my hands, lay on the hands, I need the lay on hand resource. So we got 4 charges right now that I can use. And so when I cast that, I actually have access to cure, greater healing. 20 healing is pretty good, but it costs me 2 charges. It's very expensive. And then I got lesser healing, 10 healing. So who needs Shadowheart when you got a Paladin in your party? I think we're good. I got Turn the Faithless.
Everybody needs Shadowheart all the time.
Right. Then Branding Smite, those are the smites that I had. Nature's Wrath. I also like Nature's Wrath. Let's go in and go and have some action. Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you, chat, for pointing out that I am wearing a salami. So I forgot to change. We need to look at my gear also. So I got this new fancy helmet of smiting. And so the helmet of smiting gives me bolstering smite. And that basically means that I get temp HP whenever equal to my charisma modifier, which is 3, every single time I apply a condition associated with my smite spells. And obviously they can't land critical hits because it is a helmet. I'm going to get rid of the salami. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go be a paladin with salami. I'm going to get my intransigent warhammer. I don't know how to pronounce that. That gives me impulse blast, and it knocks nearby creatures prone after killing a target or landing a critical hit, which I think is pretty cool. All right, and I look much more badass with my hammer also. I mean, this otherwise the
I don't know. I want to see her kill something with a salami.
Let's go in and get some all-bear action.
So you have a lot of smites, right?
Yeah.
We can check out how that works.
Crap, what was it called?
As well.
Yep, I'm going to smite that owlbear to the other side of the cave. Can I go first?
Oh, please.
Yeah, because I see that you're trying to steal the show here.
No, all yours.
I want to meet the owlbear.
I'm not coming near that thing.
Hello, owlbear. I have sworn the oath of the ancients.
Heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
All right. It growls at us. Nick, what do you think we should do?
Run away?
I'm going to do animal handling. All right, so I'm just going to do my animal handling ability. I could have spoken with it if I would have used my speak with animal, but I didn't do that. And so we're going to roll a little dice, but I'm going to add a bonus. Can you, Shadowheart has guidance. Can you give me guidance, please?
Yes, my rate is very affordable.
I also want to point out this new addition that we have in patch 9 here. Study the owlbear's behavior. The thing on top, you now see the reason why you're rolling, which is very handy if suddenly you had to finish your poutine and you come back and you didn't know why you were rolling in the first place. So let's roll. And of course, it is a fail. And the +2 is not going to help, but we're going to roll again because I got an inspiration point. So I think this is not going to be a problem because these dice are loaded. We know this. So I'm going to get a
these dice are loaded.
16, there you go. And I get a +3, 19. And so that is a successful roll. It did cost me an inspiration point.
Away for a moment. You follow its glance and see an owlbear cub.
All right. Tempting. All right, I'm going to hold up my palms and say I mean no harm.
The owlbear stares, then sharply inhales your scent. It sits back, its eyes still fixed on you. A silent ultimatum. You can leave now, or step closer and die.
All right. Now, we're not going to step closer, right, Nick?
But that's a simple choice, I think.
We're going to send somebody who's already dead.
And
they cannot die.
That's why we have a zombie. All right. We're going to try to get the zombie to trigger the fight and be your meat shield. Hello, zombie.
That's our job.
There you go. Zombie attacks owlbear. All right. And actually has the crawling gnaw. So is that what I think it is? Crawling gnaw?
Yes, that is it. If
infected with zombie mucus? Go ahead.
Yeah, if we kill target quick enough while the condition is there, there's going to be a zombie coming after it.
Dude, that's so cool. Is it going to be an owlbear zombie?
A zombie owlbear, right? That is not something I want to see.
Okay, who's starting this? My paladin, Shadowheart. So we're in good. Can I be close enough to smite him? No.
It's
far. Yeah, it's too far. Yeah, I can't reach it. I'm not going to be able to smite this turn. Well, I might be able to smite. Okay, I'm first going to set up my smite and demonstrate the reaction system. All right, so you see these little things here? These are my reactions that are currently active. So I have Divine Smite on critical hit, Divine Smite on critical hit. Now, how did I make them active, you wonder? All right, well, if you click on them, you get this little menu. And so you can basically say which ones you want to have active. So I'm going to activate my level 1 and level 2 Divine Smites. Divine Smite on critical hit. And then I'm going to tell the game that it needs to ask me when it wants to apply it. Why? Because Divine Smite comes at the expense of a spell slot. Now it's got this really cool thing that if I miss, it's free, right?
Yeah.
I love that part of the Paladin. All right, it makes it so badass. All right, I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to command it. These are all the new command options that I get. And I'm going to command it to grovel.
That's a ton.
Oh. I'm going to make it grovel.
Oh my goodness.
Grovel, you owlbear.
No. No groveling.
Right, I'm going to get closer to it.
No groveling.
Owlbear doesn't want to grovel with
The
me.
dice are not in your favor
Compel
today.
duel, so it's forced to attack me. Fight me. Aha! It is now compelled to attack me. We're good. We're good. All right. So
Taunted.
that's going to be the end of my Paladin, and so now it's up to the owlbear, I think. Oh, it's coming to me, but it nearly killed our zombie. But our zombie
Really
still
likes
alive.
the zombie.
All right, okay. Gale, what are you going to do? I didn't level up Gale. That was a mistake. Anyway, when in doubt, Flaming Sphere. All right. Flaming Sphere for the win. There we go. Oh shit, did I put my Paladin on fire? No. And Misty Step. And then there's a really high spot here. Misty Step for the world. There you go. Nobody can touch me anymore. I am safe. All right. And your zombies gets to attack also.
They did.
Okay. My main hand attack. So I'm going to do a Thunderous Smite. Where is that thing? Over Ruffle Smite. What does that do? Frighten it? No, I don't want to frighten it. I want to Divine Smite it. Well, I'll do that in reaction.
It's over to the right,
Landing
Svev.
Smite.
Bottom row.
In the meantime.
Searing Smite. That sounds
Oh
good.
my god.
Searing Smite. Okay. Searing Smite.
It's right there.
No, level 1. All right. Oh, and I activated my Smite, and because I had the reactions active, the game now asks me, do you actually want to use a Divine Smite? And it asks you at what level, at level 1 or level 2. So let's do a level 2 Divine Smite, and that hit it really hard actually, it's almost dead. And I can Divine Smite it again, and so, bang! Oh.
That again part was thanks to the extra attack.
To the extra attack,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That part
There
is
I go.
sad.
Okay, now
That was
Paladins.
Oh, it just makes a normal zombie.
You see that?
Yeah, the
it's
second zombie. Of
expiring.
course, I said zombie.
Yeah.
Chasing the other zombie.
All right, what are we gonna do with the baby?
Well, we have to ask.
Yeah? No. We're. You want to kill the baby?
I don't want to
No,
kill
don't kill the baby.
No, don't kill the baby.
You have the oath of vengeance.
But the baby.
Adopt the baby.
But you know what happened? Because the mother became a zombie, the scene that we wanted to trigger did not trigger. That's
But
how
at
the
least
game
we have
works,
the
man.
two
Yeah,
zombies.
the systemics for the world. All right, so who's always nagging about systemics? There you have him. Our presentation, carefully prepared presentation ruined. All right, I reckon that we should go and get rid of Astarion because he was no use in this combat, and we should also go to camp. Shall we first go to recruit Lysel?
We can sleep once, maybe?
Want to sleep?
Just to get all the spell slots back?
How is he smiting an owlbear? They aren't
Long rest?
evil.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait.
Asks,
wait,
Sunglare.
Wait.
Yes?
That is
We're
true.
in a different
I don't know the
Right?
answer to that.
If you go to sleep here, you're going to be in one of our mini camps.
Good question.
All right. I'm just going to get
Aw.
up the egg, and I'm going to Oak Father's Embrace. Looks like you almost Oak Father's Embrace. Anyway, all right. We're going to go sleep. Ready for it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, well, I guess we can sleep right away, right? You want to get rid of Astarion right away? Yeah. I guess.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, I'm going to chat to it. Oh.
I'm not here for chit-chat.
Can you pass him on to me?
Yeah.
'Cause I think I'm the avatar right now.
Second.
That's a system that's going to change still.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Need something?
All right. So, yeah, I think you'd better stay in camp.
Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Oh, you thought, did
please
you?
just stay here.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here. Well, you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Oh, okay, he's gone. Let's go sleep.
So off.
He still
And,
hasn't. He still hasn't
Alder Egg,
leveled
that's all I
up,
wanted to do.
Gale.
Full rest. Go to bed. All right, I'm not necessarily the bestest of paladins. As a matter of fact, my intentions are vile.
I sense that your oath is not as strong as it could have been.
I mean, like, the game made me pick an oath in the beginning. I didn't say I was going to stick to it. All right, let's go and find out where Lizelle is. She's still at the beginning of the game because we didn't recruit her in this game. So let's go to those overgrown ruins. Okay. And, oh no, I got the wrong one. All right, it's not the overgrown, it's roadside this, right? Yeah, that's going to be better. Okay, here we are. I should level up Gel maybe perhaps first.
Yeah, let's check out what he has.
Level up Gel also. All right, level up button. Still get
Finally.
used to it that it's there. So this is going to be very easy, right? I mean, like my first spell is going to be Fireball, and there's just going to be Fireball. Then I had Vampiric Touch, but we saw what Stain was worth, so that's useless. So let's take Counterspell, so we can demonstrate Counterspell, and then accept, and then let's go do the thing with Lizelle. All right.
Yeah, she's just this way. Well, I'll let you. I'll let you.
Yeah, let me do it with my Paladin, because I need to trigger it, I think. Okay, let's go up.
You have a nice hat, Sven.
And you want to talk about my hat?
We've already talked about it.
We talked about that. That's a bit, right? So,
nice.
Where is she? Ah, there they are. Hello. So Lizelle's still here. She's been hanging here for quite a few nights.
Zoro was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous.
Rude.
Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare.
And that character art has gone so much forward from day one when we released it.
Yeah, huge improvement on the character art.
Side by side. All right, so you can see I got my Paladin options, obviously, because this is how that tag gameplay works. But we are going to do that Persuade here because I wanna demonstrate something. So let's do that Persuade. Can you give me a bonus? Oh no, I don't need one. It's only DC 5 and I got a +6, so I'm not gonna fail on this. All right, I got a 10, got a 16 with a +6. Continue.
She's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
All right. Okay, chat. Here's a moral dilemma for you. Okay.
Join me or die.
Lizelle just asked me if I'm going to join her. I promised those tieflings that I was going to join them in battle. I need to make a choice. I have sworn a holy oath. A holy oath that was going to uphold a whole bunch of virtues which I all forgot. So we're going to let you vote whether or not oaths should be broken, yes or no. So if we can get the vote up, then see what happens. And we'll wait for a couple of minutes as we wait, right?
Yeah. I mean,
this is such a good streaming game because if you let your audience control your actions, you'll wind up in some very precarious and maybe not necessarily good situations.
I mean, I guarantee.
And most of the chat is
leaning. I just want to see what happens, right?
Yeah, most of the chat is leaning towards yes, break the word.
They're going to press the save button.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
then they're going to do it. And then they're going to reload because they say, "Oh wow, we don't want to do that." Okay, so...
Do we have to do it for science?
Say that again?
We have to do it for science.
There's another moral dilemma for you, see? This is how we come up with these things. All right, now, I can tell you...
Brought to you by Rockstar Energy Drink.
Very
Score with every can.
Says, yes, we shall break the oath. So we're going to attack the tieflings.
It's, I don't know if we're... Are we seeing that ad? No, we're not.
Yeah, Chad, you lying a rat.
That's just on me.
Let's get rid of these tieflings.
Yeah, I think you're getting it where it shrinks down and the ad appears at the bottom.
If you manage to die, Nick, I'm never going to call you system designer again. Okay?
I'm skipping my turns in this one.
Are you skipping?
All on you.
It's all on you,
I'm
Sven.
just going to smite everybody, man. Look at me. Look at me go with my Paladin. Boom! Divine smite, level 2. Boom! That's one down. See that? Oof. Oh yeah, indeed. Ah man, I can't get there anymore. Wait a minute. If I Misty Step next to this guy, oh no, there's not enough space for my Misty Step. There's jump. Oh, spin. No, you're blocked. Okay. Well, we'll just wait for next turn. Oh. Ha! Come on, Liza. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Did the attack of opportunity pushback method. I like that one. All right, look. No, that's going to be too much collateral damage if I do fireball. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot to prepare it. No.
Oh,
please remind me
good
to
You
job.
already torched Keeley. I mean, what are you worried about?
Yeah. Right?
That's it.
Collateral damage. Meh.
Something happening.
Strength falters, and emptiness grows within you, Paladin.
Uh-oh.
Something has been lost.
You broke your oath. Ah, called it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You in trouble.
Hey,
Oh,
isn't that cool?
wow.
You're getting called in the
That's
principal's
interesting.
office there.
Oathbreaker coming up. Okay.
Got the black mark.
Yeah.
People are after you now.
All right. Okay. I'm just going to recruit Lizelle so that she joins me. Give me 1 second, and only the omnipotent figure can recruit.
Tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses.
All right. Oathbreaker Paladin is right. It is the hidden subclass that we have hidden. Because that's why it's hidden.
Not hidden
inside of the game.
anymore.
So we were lying like true Oathbreakers when we said there were only 2 subclasses coming with this patch. All right. Let's journey together.
That is
Lizelle.
amazing. A hidden subclass. I wonder how many more we're going to discover.
Interesting.
The Horned Ones mentioned a camp.
She looks so
One
good.
there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki.
All right. Shall we go to camp?
Crash must be near.
Yeah.
We will ask
Yeah,
this
because we need to
Zoru
sleep
where
and
he
we
has
need to.
seen my kin.
Wait, we're going to keep the suspense a little bit up because I do need to. I need to do something.
Also, can I have a light?
Oh, I can do it in camp.
I can have a light.
I gotta do it in camp. All right, let's go to camp. See who is there. Well, we're gonna sleep, right? We need to restore even the little resources that we have because we're going to go into a really complicated fight. Fight has been made harder also, from what I understood. Also by the amount of times I died when I tried it. Okay, Gail wants to talk. We're not gonna do that. Where is he? I'm a paladin looking for a new friend. Oh, there he is. Look at that. The custodian of the fallen has joined our party, the Oathbreaker Knight. All right.
Yeah,
So
Oathbreaker Knight.
let's talk to him.
Oh.
Oh shit! I got cinematic context.
The shedding of your bond. You called to me. I am here to show you the way.
Dramatic.
All right. I'm in no mood for riddles, Oathbreaker. I'm on a show. Whatever you have to say, spit it out.
I offer no riddles, nor do I offer clarity. Where you must walk, there are no signposts. There are no maps. It is a path I have walked since the moment I fell. Now, you will walk it too, Oathbreaker.
Ooh.
You swore to protect life itself, to serve the natural order, to protect those who
It's
value
true.
life.
I did swear all these.
You did that, yeah. That's the thing, you know?
Destroy it. Tell me, why did you abandon your oath?
Oh man, you're never gonna believe the reason. All right. Let's see. Well, I can't say I had no. Actually, well, I could have had a choice. Doctrine and dogma wanted my freedom for sure. Not my intentions. My actions had unexpected consequence. I no longer believed in his teachings. I owe you no explanations. My reasons are mine alone. I guess that's the one that's the closest to what happened to us, right? So let's stay dark.
A silent betrayal. To know the reason for your fall is perhaps to know the shape of things to come. Take comfort in your undoing. I, like you, abandoned my cause. But much can still be achieved. Your oath is broken. The light within you fades. A new power is awakening.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give chat one last chance.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, chat. This is up to you. Do you want us to break our oath and say that we become an oathbreaker, or do you want us to try us to redeem ourselves? So up to you. Kieran, I don't know, you don't have this ready, but if you can set up that vote, that would be a good vote. It's an IOF.
Oh,
Are we
they
gonna become
misspelled the
IOF?
oath.
He misspelled oath. The IOF, for all practical purposes, the ancient version of oath. All right. in Welsh.
The AO.
It's Welsh, yeah. So, have either of you played Celeste?
I don't need to wait anymore.
Not
It's
yet.
definitely going Oathbreaker. Okay, I'm ready. I will become an Oathbreaker.
Do not resist. Surrender and be remade.
Ooh. Whoa.
Am I going to be a midget Oathbreaker?
You're ant-sized Oathbreaker. Squirrel size.
School size Oathbreaker.
Your oath no longer binds you. The choice is yours alone.
All right, and we get access to our hidden subclass, the Oathbreaker. So let's have a look at what comes with it. All right, so we get Spiteful Suffering. Now, what can you tell us about Spiteful Suffering, Nick, that is really cool about it?
It's very spiteful, but suffering is not going to be yours.
No, it doesn't look like. It's going to anybody that's churned. Wait, say that in again. Target takes. Oh yeah, it's a target spell. 1d4 plus 3 necrotic damage, and it's oath charge. Okay, good. Then I get control on that. Then that sounds cool.
Yeah,
like very fitting to the team. So that basically means I can like take a skeleton and it becomes my skeleton
for a while.
For a while.
It fights for you.
Everything needs to be balanced. Dreadful aspect. What does that do?
It frightens people. It's very dreadful.
Good. Frightening. Then I get inflict wounds. Hellish rebuke. That's going to provoke reactions also, right?
Yes,
Hellish
rebuke is one of those.
All right. Crown of madness, and then I have darkness. A cloud of magical darkness that heavily
obscures.
Yeah.
Obscures.
Don't see it there.
The word obscures
All
is
right.
obscured by the darkness.
Okay, so I think I'm still good on this front. So let's go and try our Oathbreaker. Now, what are we going to do with our Oathbreaker spell?
So what do you think of the reaction system so far?
Well, we haven't seen very much of it. We've only seen it in one setting so far. And we know that there's tie-ins to conversations and tie-ins to more defensively set skills and abilities.
Okay.
So we'll kind of see how this goes. I think the system's good. There's a much broader sense of how you can use it and what you can do with a system like that.
All right.
If you expand that system over to include literally everything, right? So if you're including literally everything in the way that you would in a tabletop, you can't really put that into a video game.
No, not that guy.
The other ways that you do it require it to be more or less scripted. So that's an interesting way of looking at it.
I'm telling you what we're going to do with this guy.
Yeah, some people are not super impressed with it, and then other people are going, "Wow, this is a cool system." And above like regular RPGs, it's very true.
There in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire,
Looks so good
slave to sanguine hunger.
No way, Astarion is a vampire?
Well, yeah, it's definitely fire the vote.
Didn't see that coming.
Oh my god, I didn't see this coming.
Santa showed us how to do it. Please,
don't
chat,
say.
let us kill him.
Oh,
all right,
no way.
let us holy smite this man. All right.
Where's the stick?
There's absolutely no doubt on chat's mind. It is
Oh
an
my
insta-kill. He has no chance. I'm sorry, Astarion. All right. Now make sure that we...
Bloodthirsty
16
chat.
Plus 3 plus 3.
In the Twitch
Okay,
there,
let's
my
see what
gosh.
happens. And...
Oh.
No, not this time.
All right, let's try it again. Roll again.
Luckily, we're very inspired.
All right. Pick up stake. Really? 3 3. Oh, just.
Yeah, just there.
Just barely.
Okay, good. I'm sorry, Astarion. I'm sorry, Stain. You see how she conveniently got that spike just like Santa Lawrence did? He also had that convenient...
He's paralyzed though, right?
I think he's pretty dead, to be honest. I don't think we paralyze him.
He's undead.
He is undead.
The Pale One is dead. Not for the better, given his dubious palate.
Damn right, Lizelle.
Oof.
You acted quickly and justly, as the Gaich covered mines,
You monsters, everybody in the chat. There's so many angry people. You monsters!
This is good. All right.
You evil people!
Yeah. I think we're ready, right?
I think so. Did you get a spell back?
Not my bay!
All right. Everything.
Asterion,
Yeah, no, I'm good to go.
Let's go.
So our
All right,
in
we're gonna go to the
D&D,
big fight.
vampires not affected
with
by
the,
sunlight.
Githyanki, and we're going to
Yes,
fight
they are.
A whole bunch of Githyanki.
What's
and we're gonna
the-
kick ass with
what's
a
the
level
effect?
spell.
That's part of the quirk of the tadpoles and Asterian's story in
Chat
Baldur's
wants to know if you
Gate
can
is
start as
that
Oathbreaker. Actually, you
know,
can't.
why isn't he
Correct,
burning
right?
in the sun and
not yet.
and
So
the
in patch 9 you
obvious
will not be able to start as
like
an Oathbreaker.
bizarrety
Make
of
enough
that
noise about it.
situation.
Maybe we'll consider it. Maybe we won't. Who knows?
Been a while.
I do need to
Been a
know-
while since I played.
Break. Exactly. There's no role playing otherwise into like you need to have an oath to break. All right. We are near a burning tavern. We're not really going to help the people in this burning tavern. However, Nick was kind enough to use his cheats and to give me something that I really want to show off. All right. Remember what he was telling you about gaseous form? So I'm going to cast that spell on myself using a cheat scroll. And look at me, how cool I am.
Where did Gale go?
I'm a cloud.
He's a
Right?
bunch of
I'm
gas.
just a cloud. I can just walk around as a cloud. Look at me. I mean, I'm the cloud. I'm being followed by a paladin, right?
Why do you walk?
All right.
You can fly.
So as I became a cloud, I just wanted to share the happy news with all of our chat.
I just
that
feel
the
like that
patch
can't
is now
smell very good.
live. I repeat, it is now live.
Right.
But we're going to still be at it for another 10 minutes if you want to stay here. So my gaseous cloud has a really, really cool feature. All right, you want to know what that feature is? It can do the following things.
Do you smell?
No, well, I'm just cool, right? I can fly to spots, right? Remember when I said you could fly?
Ah, that's
there you go. And I just flew on
Nice.
top of the roof as a gaseous form. Look at that. I'm the master of the world. I can just fly back to you. Right? Let's do that. Go.
You could do a lot of scouting this way.
It feels so good. All right. Okay. I'm not going to stay gaseous form, so I can click on this convenient little buddy. And oh no, sorry, I forgot to click on it.
Quite ready for you.
Okay, I'm back to normal. Shall we go and get some action?
Let's do this. Let's see how it turns out.
Say what? Hold on.
You'll just need to grab your palette.
Too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
All right, there's a dragon nearby.
Monster's not around, so it might as well.
Let's go forward.
Dragon. I've seen a dragon.
Need to find a way forward.
Yep, there was a big shadow over there. Now the temptation to push this character is incredible, right? But we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Just want to show you something that I figured out myself. I was really proud of this. You keep on clicking on it, you get more and more water. I mean, have you tried putting like electricity on this?
That's very uneconomical, I think.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm just preparing this in case we have to have a retreat, you see? I'm putting a lot of water, all right? Just
That's a lot of water,
flooding the
oh my
entire
gosh.
place. All right, okay, go. Good. Let's go forward. Oh, what's going on over there?
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
This looks a lot better than it used to look also.
Yeah, you can't react to that, I think.
Should have react to dragon, yeah? Yeah.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Queen? All right, that's the weapon we have, right?
A red dragon. I envy its knight.
Oh.
Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
Okay, well, maybe you should stay back.
Nonsense. They will lead us to the cure we seek.
Yep, I'm afraid.
Not
Oh,
myself.
no, she's not. She wants us to go down. All right. I think in single player she dashes off. In multiplayer she doesn't. All right, now, okay, Nick. We're going into a dangerous situation. Preparation.
I'm not seeing the patch
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand up here with my wizard, and I'm basically going to fireball
Try
the place away.
exiting
This should
and
take care of all our problems. My
rebooting it
paladin
up.
is going to join
Well, he said it's going live after the show, so that might.
Right?
Yeah, after the show.
No, he said that it was up now. They just got confirmation, but
We'll see.
Keep looking. Someone
So I'm just gonna go down.
Yeah, I'm following you.
You following me? All right, I'll chat with these guys. Hello! It is I, the Oathbreaker.
Easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace. These creatures are so simple to ensnare, Beretha. You mule too much about your task.
He's very arrogant, isn't he?
there we go. Yeah, just restart your Steam and the update will be ready.
Silver Sword.
Or boot up your Steam from scratch, whatever.
With a surprisingly big role in the game, actually. You know, I'm just gonna stare at him and prepare to attack. All right.
Have your mind set up, son.
Well, we're ready for this. Oh! This is gonna work.
Nat 20!
Yeah.
You make good use of silence. Too many think hot air will save them. If I have no use for you alive, I'll have your death slow and sweet. Understand?
Because I just wanted to attack
fell
you.
from the sky. We seek a precious weapon that was taken from it.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry.
Don't worry, Chad. I'll smite him.
Somehow.
I'll smite him so hard, and then I'll chain smite him, and then I'll smite him again, and he'll
The
be smitten.
artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood beneath your skin unspilled.
I think we're fighting this guy.
Well now, if you are of no use to me alive, I'll have your death.
Dude.
Beretha, rid us of this worm. I need to continue the hunt for the weapon.
At once.
He's a classic bad guy, because he's gonna just dash off, right? It's like and all the writers talking about like all the permutations, so just make him dash off. I think we should be able to attack the dragon. What say you, Nick?
It's very convenient that the dragon
Right,
leaves.
so that's how we did. All right, we're in combat, finally. But, oh! Have we ever been this lucky in the opening of this fight?
No, I don't think you ever got Gale.
Hold on.
Well,
I need to make sure my counter spell is set up. It's a setup. Okay, good. Lo and behold, 3 dead Githyanki.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I wish I had that when I did this fight.
Well,
Wow.
You know what, Gil?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine here, actually. You don't need to miss a step away just yet. Okay. Oh, he does counterspell instantly. Ah, man. Old person. What do you think?
Person. On whom? Tav?
On Tav, yeah.
Yeah. You
Counterspell?
need Tav to smite people, right?
Yeah, Tav. There you go. I counterspelled him. Stupid Githyanki 4F. All right. So, oh shit. Oh, counterspell Hellish Rebuke. I had it on automatic. Okay, I should have actually put it on a reaction. I forgot to do that. No, Gaping Wounds. No!
Oh, these guys have extra attack, huh?
Yeah, so
They're
this is
attacking
the annoying
twice.
bit about Edouard and his team. Like, they take into account that he can become level 5 now, and so they did stuff. Disarming attack failed, right? Yeah, saved. Okay. Why is it? Why? No.
Action surge.
No.
3.
Yes. 4. That's 4 attacks. We can do that too, right?
We totally can, but what we can also do is heal each other. So
But you're the cleric.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm gonna be the aggressive paladin, so I'm not gonna waste things on lay on hands, right? So I'm gonna put my Hellish Rebuke on ask also, so that it asks me. Okay.
That's
so
good. The
I'm
fact
going
that you
to
could set it up
smite
for
you.
automatic and
I'm
then
gonna
also
smite
ask.
you. I don't actually need to smite him. I mean, they're almost dead.
Nice option to
Melee
have.
attack 50%.
Because then that way you
And
can
add a
ignore
smite to
a
it, so
light
level 1.
spell and then focus
Bang! That's one
on
that gets
counterspelling
Yankee. Oh,
bigger
Nick, people are
spells.
gonna think we're so good at this. Okay, I'm gonna go for. Do I have a? I didn't. I thought I had one. Okay. So I'm gonna do it. Is there anybody else close to me?
Not too close. I'll use Spirit Guardians.
Ah, yes.
If somebody wants to walk up to us.
All right.
There you go.
I wonder if I should go up and save the. But I mean, he'll miss his step away anyway, right? So. Bonus action tapping.
Oh wait. Maybe this is gonna work. Wait.
What do you want to do? Oh wow.
Now you have somebody close to you.
Thank you, sir. And that's you're right. It was our combined turn, so we acted as a team.
Yeah, combo.
All right, and together you get further in life.
That is true. And
right.
and that Sarv Baretha got damaged by the Spirit Guardians.
Yes. Yeah,
Has he figured out where his thundering smite is yet?
Today.
I don't think so.
I'm going to do my Searing Smite.
He's just sticking with Searing Smite.
Alright, so that's going to do a lot of damage. And because I hit her, I now get my Divine Smite on top of it. See how this works? This is so powerful.
Paladins are OP.
They're OP.
We're gonna regret this so hard.
I ended my turn, your turn. Okay. Oh, Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
All right, reaction. Bang! Boom! Oh, the Paladin is so good. This is why this guy is popular. Now, guess what? I know I used my counter spell. Oh, no.
You might be out of your spell slots.
I wanted to. You know what I wanted to do. Hold on, what did you give me as cheats? Oh, I didn't even play music. Oh, I got a Scroll of Stinking Clouds. I gotta do it.
Oh no. I don't wanna.
Nah.
I just had to do it. And, I mean, like, okay, I'm just gonna get out of here also. Because this is, although actually, I like my height.
You're in a great place.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Playing with Sev must be like a nightmare.
Oh, shit. How can they survive all of our power?
Ow. Getting destroyed here.
We are slightly in trouble, but fear not. Thunderous Smite. No, I don't need that on this guy. This one is gonna die. Die. Do I need a Divine Smite on this?
I'm not sure.
Sure, why
not anymore.
Fine.
Okay, that one.
I'll keep healing.
Why don't smite when you can smite?
You're the healer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the temporary HP because of my gear.
Yes.
All right, that's good.
See, that's up.
All right, my turn's over. How about you?
I think I have. Yeah, that's it.
Not the wizard. Ah, the wizard's still alive. Okay, I'm gonna end this, I think.
All right.
Oh wait, no, I put him asleep. Look. That is another one. Oh, I missed that one. I probably should take a potion. Do I have a heal potion?
Yeah, you should have.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, there is two of them.
No, not like this. Should have flown away. Damn it. Didn't you give me a scroll? Ouch.
Great planning.
No. Nick, really, with the opening that we had, if we still lose this battle, nobody's ever going to believe that we actually ever managed to play through this game.
One thing we can do is
this is what everybody says. Like, how do these guys even like complete the game?
Oh, what is this? Control
They can't finish a single fight without dying horribly.
Can I control it then? I don't know.
You can only raise that out of combat.
So we'll talk about Acts 2 and 3 here in a little bit because they did mention it, and there's a lot more information about it than has been caught up.
Okay.
So
next turn I should be able to do.
Yeah, let's kill them now. Next turn they're all dead. Oh, where is he?
Where's he? Oh wow. We're getting destroyed here.
Okay, let's see. What is the tactical situation? It is bad. Oh, Thunderwave, Misty Step, Thunderwave him. Okay, let's do that. No, that's a bad idea. Well, I need to get you on top.
That was a good idea.
It's out of sight. I can't see it. I need to see my target. Balancing. Hold on. Don't I have a flying spell?
You had your gaseous form, but...
and I use it. You didn't expect me to use it now? Oh my god. Hold on. Who's next? That's the one that's next. So I should do something about that one. Can I make her sleep still? Do I still have level 2 spells left? I do. Yeah, you're gonna sleep. Why can't I do it? Because I don't have a view on it? I know I'm ensnared.
Yeah, you cannot get frozen.
That's why I'm stuck. I can't do anything. I can drink a potion. Lame healing potion. Okay. Oh. Jesus. My Paladin's down. Are we gonna die again?
Well, I hope so, because combat designers worked really hard on this.
I thought this was gonna be a breeze, man.
Yeah.
Paladin's down.
So let's see.
I start thinking. Oh, did you give me the thing, the special surprise that I asked for?
What surprise did you ask for?
Like
so many surprises.
The thing that goes boom?
Yeah. On the Paladin though, and she's down.
Oh no! Can't I take her?
Wait, where are enemies? I have four attacks I'd like to show.
You got 4 attacks that you want to show. Okay, well let's cut to Nick then.
Let's see.
So we can see what you're going to do, because clearly I'm not going to do something. Oh well, I can't see what you're doing. All right, next life 2.
Let's do action surge now.
Oh yeah, you're doing the extra attack demonstration.
Hamstring.
You're not very good at shooting. As a matter of fact, you suck
I
at shooting.
love those little birds
Oh,
floating around up there.
Right. Well,
Alright,
we still have one left.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah. The guy that has height advantage.
Alright, I think Lae'zel is done. He's done healing everybody.
Give me the thing.
Sorry,
no, my
shut up.
Paladin had it. Hold on, can't I access it?
Maybe? Well, not in combat, maybe.
Can't in combat anymore?
You need to be
used able
close
do
enough,
this.
I think.
I can. Did that cost me an action? Please say it didn't cost me an action. Alright, Misty, step up.
You want me to try to shove this down? Ah, there you are.
This is
so
how pros
no
do it.
shoving, right?
This is how pros do it.
You sure?
This is
oh no, is that?
Scorching.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
2 scorching rate and
sufficient to kill us.
Oh,
yes.
Simulation. It's the bestest way of winning this game.
Lae'zel is inspired by your move.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice.
good lord.
I mean,
Alright.
check out the physics
Chat,
on those
it's
beams.
Patch 9 is live.
Music?
Oh, yeah. You wanna do this? But
Oh, yeah.
Distract me. We don't have. You need. Okay. all
Fine.
right. There's one last feature that Nick would like to show off. Okay, let's do it. Can you like
Where
get me up
are
again?
you? Wait.
I'm on the ground.
There you are. That's a paladin, right? All right. Paladin
Thank
is
you.
up.
Revivify, which is now also a spell, right? That clerics can do at level 5.
Yeah, but I just healed you. You were just down.
All right. Okay.
So we can switch to Sven.
We can switch to me. I am live. All right. Where's my violin? Okay. So, one of the new things that is coming in patch 9 also is, remember that we introduced that Bard and that had that you could play music and stuff like that, and that was really cool. Well, if you fail a performance, the team basically came up with a good way of illustrating that you failed your performance. So let me equip my violin. Where's that violin?
It's in. You have it equipped. You just need to go to
I'm
common.
sorry.
hotbar.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me use my violin. And so you asked for this, Nick. I'm just gonna leave it.
I did.
So I'm failing my performance checks. And this is now done in a spectacular manner. And so as we go and proceed, the music is going to get worse and worse and worse. Anything else you wanted to show? I'm going to leave it.
You're welcome, chat.
This is going to be the end for
That's
chat.
it.
All right. Okay, chat.
You're welcome,
that is it
chat.
for us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being such a great community. We are going to go back to our developer caves. We're going to focus really hard on finishing the game so that you're going to have a tremendous amount of fun with hundreds of hours of gameplay when everything is going to be done. We have so much surprises for you coming still in the coming months. There's really a lot that we haven't told you yet, and we did it on purpose because we want you to get excited for when the game is going to release. I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with the stuff that's coming. So thank you. Take care. If you haven't got a collector's edition, and if you have some interest in it, you can go to our website, see that collector's is over there. Patch 9 is live now. You can download it, enjoy it. Let us know what you think of it. We are still listening, even if we're not releasing any content patches. We are still making changes. Playtests are going on, so we are still improving the game and taking feedback on board. Take care, everybody, and until the next time. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay, so my computer just blue screened in just a few like a minute and a half ago. So.
Well, you're still coming through.
Okay, in memorial of Jeff Keeley, president of video games.
That's great. That's great.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up before any more computers explode.
Yeah. I am.
This is this has been a nightmare of a stream, but anyway, I mean, the show was pretty good, and the Paladin class looks awesome. Looks like Minsk is going to be a great character, and also that other character, Jaheira, is her name?
Jaheira, yeah.
Yeah, I remember her from the yeah. So I don't remember her nearly as well, but I do recognize the name, and I remember she was an important half-elf character. So. Yeah, good stuff coming to this game. You wanted to talk about the next 2 acts of the game, Saib. So
yeah,
what do we know, and what should we be expecting going forward?
So acts 2 and 3 are, he mentioned that there at the end, they're doing play tests for it, and what that includes, excuse me, or what I should say is what it how it works is. They are testing the game at 4 different locations. So if you sign up and you're physically near one of these locations, let me see if I can pull this up here. We are looking for, please open. My computer's still recovering from this complete crash that it just had. It is like we've had more blue screens today than in the last like couple of weeks put together. No. I had it pulled up here and I lost it when my computer restarted. It's at 4 locations. It's in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Their primary location, then 2 other ones. And what that is that you're not getting an install package through Steam or something like that. You're actually going to a physical location to test Act 2 and Act 3, and of course they take away any recording devices that you have on you. So that's what they're doing. That's how they're testing the Act 2 and 3. So they are far more ahead than some people have assumed. Some people thinking that they're still working on just Act 1 because they don't understand how they do this, and this is the standard operating procedure. When they were doing Divinity Original Sin, they tested the Act 1, the tutorial island basically, which was huge, which was massive. It had like 20 to 30 hours of gameplay in it. And once they got done there, and once that was completely finished and they launched the game, they added more content to that island, and then they had, of course, Acts 2, 3, and 4 all ready to go, plus a miniature mini act in between. So that's kind of what we're expecting to get here. Acts 2 and 3 is all that we have on release. We believe that will sum up the majority of the main story, but they are going to be putting out expansions and DLC and new content and all that kind of stuff. They're going to be putting a lot of that stuff out after release. They're going to have, of course, the multiplayer GM tools. They're going to have a bunch of other things. So yeah, that's quite exciting. That's quite promising. We're really looking forward to it. So yeah, that's how they're doing that, and that gives us probably a ton of content that we haven't seen, that you're going to be able to get your hands on once the game launches, and that we know that other people are going to be playtesting and really smoothing that kind of a lot of those problems out, hopefully. Not promising that this is going to have an amazing launch, but I think from what we can see right now, it's looking tremendously good. It's looking really exciting, and yeah, that's something that I think they have a handle on the way that they're developing the game. Like, they've been so smart about it so far. They've been so on point, and I believe that everybody who's been cautious and worried, you can tell by the patches. Every time you play it, every time we go through it, it's better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the graphics, they were talking about the cinematography, they were talking about the character faces and that kind of stuff. There's so much more content there now than when they started, and they're not done yet. They want to add a whole bunch more races. They want to add a whole bunch more customization, more hairstyles, stuff like that. And the modding community on this game is strong. So unlike games in the past where we were very excited about it and then they turned out to be garbage, we don't have that same fear here, because we're literally playing the game as it's being made. And we can see that the processes that they put in place, they're all there. And now we get to test level 5. I'm going to be playing this today. I'm going to max to level 5, and I'm going to see what we can do. I don't know if I'm going to do Paladin. I might do Sorcerer first, so we'll kind of see from there. But I would encourage everybody to take heart. Like, some people are saying, I don't like the reaction system. It's not as in depth as we want it. Well, it's pretty in depth. You can set up a character to be your primary counter spell master, that just sits there and denies spells to all of your enemies. You can have that be automatic. You can have it be situational. You can force past that blockade when the NPCs are doing it to you, or you can, really save up some special abilities to resist and deny certain attacks continually. So this is something that, again, it's looking really promising, and we're really excited about this. And then as far as the story goes, they're taking a lot of this stuff very, very seriously. They always said that they were going to add characters from the previous games back into here. I found that kind of funny when I first heard of people complaining about that. How are they going to do that? This is 150 years later. Oh my goodness, how are they going to do that? That's so dumb. It's like you do know elves live for a really long time, right? About a quarter of the cast are still around because they just so happen to live for a couple hundred years at a time. So that was always I always
also it's magic, and I mean it's
there's tons of different ways of doing it. So yeah, this is really exciting. It looks like they're doing it really well, and they're tying it into Critical Role. This is huge because, again, Critical Role has been very, very, very successful. Mm-hmm. And these rumors that we're hearing about Critical Role and Larian working together, well, they've now been collaborated. I've been saying this for almost a year that we've been hearing these rumors about this. And so this, at least initially, has been proven correct. So if that's the case, then maybe some of these other rumors about them adding in the Critical Role special class that they made for one of the characters within the series, that might be coming to the game eventually. I don't know if it'll be coming at release, but there's a good chance that it might come later down the line in some kind of form of DLC or a crossover promotion event, something like that. That's really cool. I can imagine what's one thing you could do to get pretty much everybody who really loves Critical Role on board. You could probably port over all of those characters as either playable characters or companion characters, or have just a very simply, you could just have a basic skin and have some of their voice dialogue lines, so when you're playing as Tav, the custom made character, instead you could port in one of their skins, port in some of their voice dialogue lines, and that could be done. I mean, that's a relatively easy thing to do. And then, of course, I mentioned the character class, the unique one, and then a whole bunch of other things you could do with that as well. And it's the options are there, and clearly, obviously, by putting in Matthew, bringing in Matthew to do the voice of Minsk, obviously that's already partially on the way there. So
I also enjoyed how they had the submissions from the other people as well.
Yeah, oh my God, the guy from Community. Oh, I loved him so much. Every time he screams, it's just the greatest thing ever. It's not a fat dog, it's a bear dance, and then everybody screams oh my God, so good, so hilarious. I love that they did that. That's great. So yeah, this is really exciting. I am genuinely happy that we have a game that we can be really excited for. Finally.
Just the whole way that they've been doing everything, where they're involved with the community, doing actual updates and actually showing what's changed from update to update. It's really applaudable.
Yep.
I am still curious as to how, and so please let us know in the comments. Please communicate with us. I'm confused as to why some people are upset about the reaction system. I'm confused as to because some of the complaints that I was seeing in the Twitch chat, not our chat, but the Twitch chat, somebody's they're upset that it was an automated process, and it's what do you mean it was an option to have it automated or to be manually input? On both passive spells and then on direct spells. That's not so I don't know if that complaint was I just wasn't understanding it. But I'm curious to see what other people have to say on the subject. There's a couple of hardcore players in our Discord. I'll hit them up and see what they have to say about this, because yeah, I am confused as to some of the disagreements that were in the Twitch chat. It's like some people were like, "Oh, that's a bad reaction system because it's automated," and I'm like, "It's clearly not automated." Yeah, so weird.
It can be, or it doesn't have to be. It's up to you. Yeah.
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 So the Paladin looks great. The fact that they have an Oathbreaker class is brilliant.
Hidden subclass, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I was shocked. I was floored when I saw that. I was like, "Oh my god, he just broke his oath." And then this like dark Irish paladin just shows up and is like, "Hey, you broke your oath. We've got some talking to do."
Yeah, I definitely got some principal's office vibes from that.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, hidden subclass. I wonder if there's more. Like you said, Saiba, are there other hidden subclasses that you can unlock by doing certain things in the game? That'd be very cool.
I think that's something that they'll probably be wanting to add, like especially if this is very successful. If they could see from the heat mapping that lots of people are doing that it's a very fun thing, and that really gets like I'm gonna be championing this on Twitter, that we need more hidden classes, that we need more hidden secrets, that we need more things that people can set in motion. I think that's cool. I don't think that it should be something like one of my complaints about Pathfinder series is that in Pathfinder it's like, "Oh my goodness, you mean there's this cool hidden class that I can get?" Yes, absolutely. Oh man, how do I get that? All right, so in Act 1 in the tutorial thing, there's this one little tiny thing that you have to find that's in another map that you have to get there by doing this one other thing and then going down this long hole, which you don't know it's there right away, and then you find the one thing and then you just don't use it, period. You don't use it. You just keep it in your bag for 4 chapters, and then you use it on some random thing and you open it. It's like, what? Wait, what? Like I hate it when they do things like that, because it's like
very convoluted.
Well, it's also that each playthrough of Pathfinder is like 200 hours.
Yeah, that's
and when
true.
you find out in the 190th hour that the thing that you really wanted to do required you to back up and do something in the first hour of gameplay, oh man, that's brutal. That's
I didn't
brutal.
get to 190 hours, but like it was like I think like maybe 6 or 8 hours in, where I was like, "Oh, I need to go back and do a thing." Well, I'm committed now.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back and go through that again.
So something like that, I'm less a fan of. I prefer them to keep it within the act, so that way you don't have to go back and reboot from the very beginning. So yeah,
that makes the most sense.
Yeah, that would be nice. So yeah, no, I think overall I'm super excited for this. We've got ton of patch notes. I don't even know if we can go through them all right now. There's so many of them.
It's a lot.
I'm just perusing the list right now, and good lord, there are hundreds of patch note things.
Yeah, well, they went from millions to thousands or tens of thousands, right?
Yeah. like
tasks,
this is just like it's so intense. So they have a big update here on the reaction system, how that plays into the issues. There were some people complaining about the non-binary character option. It's like, this is a world in which there's lots of magic, so that's a normal thing. There's even races that are non-binary. Like it's like Lord of the Rings. It's like there are orc races where it's just one gender. So this stuff, like it fits. Like I hate to see them kind of like twist it to try and make it a current day political thing, because you don't need to. Like, it's in a magical universe where it's pre-existed. It's like people who talk about like the Star Trek. It's like, oh, Star Trek needs to add non-binary things or additional genders. It's like, welcome to the 1990s where that was already a thing.
They did that a long time ago.
Sorry, Star Trek. It's like this has been around for a long time. So I do hate it when devs ham fist this stuff in, trying to cater to a nowadays issue when it's like this has always been there, like, and it was already in a good way, like it was already existing in a way that made sense within the universe, and that's fine because there's magic. It's like, why are you trying to add current day politics into it? It's like it already existed. Like it makes no sense. But I guess we can't all. I guess we're not all Jennifer. What's the star
Lawrence.
of Hunger Games? Jennifer Lawrence.
For the first female action star ever. Yeah,
first female action star ever that's existed in all of time and history. Also, first person to fly. Yep. Yeah, apparently went back in time and invented that whole airplane thing before the Wright brothers did.
Yeah,
stupid white people. It's like, oh, good Lord. So yeah, we're not that, and I think games should stay away from doing stuff like this, because again, all it makes you do is look like an idiot, because the stuff already existed there. Like,
it's like the focus should be on making a good product, not pandering to this small.
Well, because it would be like, and again, I'm gonna hop in and see what it's like. But to me, like,
it's probably
a magical world. It's already existed there. There's been stories written about this kind of stuff for a long time, and you mess it up when you try and ham fist it in there and then, virtue signal. It's like, that's just bad writing. So anyways, we have a bunch of crashes and blockers fixed. We have a whole bunch of combat, probably 40 some odd entries there. We have an entire page and a half of new spells added. We have tons of gameplay, combat, spells, items, story, continuity. Lots of continuity fixes to certain things that people noticed, that you could make certain conversations happen that should have been more linear. They've now fixed a bunch of those, a whole bunch of UI bugs, lots of updates to the UI system, audio system, visuals, gameplay animation, cinematics, engine updates, gameplay updates, combat updates.
Well, it's a massive. It's a huge patch.
It's huge. I'm still scrolling through this. Like, I've been scrolling this whole time.
It's their last big update before release.
Yeah.
We might see small ones, but So we have.
So I think what we can expect now is we're not getting any more big patch updates. So this is the final patch. We are going to probably get a new showcase / trailer / immersive look, probably somewhere around the 2023 summer game season. So, like, E3, well, things that have replaced E3 now, because E3 is basically dead.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a bunch of updates and stuff there with that. That's obviously huge. Like legitimately, that's huge. So we'll see that there, and then literally a month and a half down the road, we've got the game. So
yay!
I hate that it's in the middle of the summer. It's our busy work season. I hate that. But we're gonna be covering it pretty hardcore.
All right.
Yeah, join our Discord. We can play together.
Yep, join the Discord. Find all the links to all of our things down below, and please do slam that like button if you haven't yet. We'd really appreciate that. Meant to mention that earlier, because the increase when people hit the like button, it definitely seems to make YouTube promote live streams more. So we'll have to be on that next time. Yeah, so next week we should be back to doing a regular Thursday stream. And for the immediate future, that's going to be the plan, streaming Thursdays.
Yeah.
Find the posts about that, and we'll let you know when the streams are happening in the Discord server and on the Gilded server, etc., etc. Anyway, I think that's probably it for now, hey?
Mm-hmm.
So, you're welcome, Sunglare, for the show. Thanks for dropping by and sticking around through all of the technical nonsense that we had to deal with at the beginning there. So we really appreciate everyone being here, and we'll try to fix these problems so that they don't happen again. It's just unfortunate that, Moon's computer decided to self-destruct just as just as we were trying to get going.
So yeah, my GPU literally, like, I noticed some graphical glitches yesterday, and I was like, that's not good. And then while we were doing the podcast just a few minutes ago, like, the whole screen went digitalized, everything froze, and then blue screened, and in the way that, like, I could tell it was a blue screen, but, like, it wasn't legible because the visuals on the monitor just went, like, haywire.
Yeah.
So
we got two computers having issues. That's a bummer. Anyway, whatever. Thank you all so much for joining. We will talk to you again very soon, and more content coming out on the channel very soon. Also, of course, subscribe to Triple S Podcasts so you can hear Maximum News with Max Darrett and Cybsidian this week. There wasn't a show this past weekend, unfortunately, just due to circumstances. But look for that on Monday. All right, everybody.
Max Darrett as seen on Asmongold.
Yeah. Asmongold reacted to one of his videos. Yeah. That was pretty cool. All right, everybody. We will talk to you later.
See ya. Bye.